It's the men's turn as the Final Four from Calgary continues. Can you get it by this one? Oh, yeah, they did. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Moving forward enough for 3. They are rolling along nicely, just like last season. A great run in Regina. Mike McEwen's crew were Bryner finalists. Can Mike create more magic at the Mark and McPhail? Simply put, they are a team full of champions. Brad Jacobs has joined one of the best teams in the country. Tonight, who will add to their weekly winnings? Jacobs, McEwen. PointsBet Invitational continues. And not far from where we are, the Bow River winding its way through the city, you can actually get on rafts and raft down the Bow towards the city center here in Calgary. And we are here at WinSport, the event center on the grounds of Canada Olympic Park, for this year's PointsBet Invitational. This afternoon we were down to the women's Final Four, and it was number 10, Kayla Skurlik from right here in Calgary, the Garrison Curling Club, against number 6, Kate Cameron. And Skurlik has just had an outstanding season so far, and outstanding here as she continues to knock off seeds above her. This is 3-7 as she goes on to the win. Kate Cameron curling just 51%. So this young lady is now into the final, and she will play the number 1 seed, Rachel Homan, the reigning Canadian and world champion. We'll have that for you tomorrow. As on this Saturday night, we say hello, Canada, and welcome back, Kathy Russ alongside. So down to the final 2, Skurlik against Homan. Are you surprised?
No, it's 2 great teams. Until somebody puts a stop sign in front of Rachel Homan, she is a force to be reckoned with. And Skurlik, boy, she's just making everything, playing with so much confidence. No better 2 for the final. All
right, down to the Final 4 in men. We'll be down to the Final 2 in about 3 hours from now. And here we go. We've got Gushue number 1 and number 2, Jacobs, playing McEwen. That's our feature. But it is Jordan McDonald, the number 13, out of the Assiniboine Memorial in Winnipeg. And he's the under-25 national champion, and he's really making his mark. Look who he's eliminated. Dunstone, 2-time runner-up. Cooey, of course, Canadian champion. We call him Magic Mike for a reason, and what a magical year it was for McEwen and the team, all the way to the Brier final.
Well, and it was so nice to see, because Mike lost his love of curling and his confidence a couple of years ago, and he found it last year, and he's carrying it through. Team percentages, 88 and 86, and Mike's personally are better. That's stunning.
I think a lot of people, most people, all people, were surprised when Brendan Botcher was dropped for Brad Jacobs. But he's here now. What does he bring to the team?
Everything. Just about everything. He's got a gold medal under his wing. He's got the experience. He knows how to win. He's not afraid to win. His delivery technique is off the charts. The intensity used to be an 11. That used to scare me. Now it's a 10, which helps the entire team. But it's the work ethic he's brought to this squad. Not that they weren't working hard before. We were here extremely early this morning. They had just finished their practice. Talked to Mark for a while, and he said, sorry, I got to go. We're going to Glencoe to throw rocks. Here they are playing. So that type of thing can get them to the top. And, oh, by the way, 97 in his game last night.
So that's our feature. It is Jacobs against McEwen. Time to meet the teams now, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And Team McEwen, they hail from the Nutana Curling Club, Saskatoon, skipped by Mike McEwen and backed up by the Flash brothers, or Marsh brothers, the Dan and Kevin, and then Colton Flash at third. The Jacobs team, they are from that Glencoe club in Calgary. Brad Jacobs now skipping with Ben Hebert, Brett Gallant, and Mark Kennedy. So from 16 to 8 to 4, by the end of the night, down to the final 2 here at the PointsBet Invitational. Now we have our final 4.
2024 PointsBet Invitational is brought to you in part by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. By BKT Tires, growing together. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Come on over. I want to talk to you. Brad Jacobs saying, come on, Jordan McDonald, over here. Just want to say hello. My name is Brad Jacobs. I hear you're a really good curler, Jordan, so continue. And maybe you can knock off that guy who's number one. That's really nice. Take a look at the odds tracker, Kathy.
Well, we have our feature game, the Mike McEwen and Brad Jacobs. You'll be following that. Jordan McDonald, what a great story. Takes on Brad Gushue. Brad Gushue, 88 and 94 in his games. Jordan, 76 and 78. But he has made the most hero shots so far this week.
The odds tracker is brought to you by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. Brad Jacobs has won the draw to the button, and he did it, as you can see, by just slightly more than 6 centimeters, as all 4 stones found the button. And so it is Jacobs who is playing the yellow stones, Mike McEwen the red. And to get us underway, McEwen lead is Dan March.
You gotta curl it, Flash, if you can.
Kathy's mentioned a few times at the world level that the Europeans, that the Asian teams are doing a much better than we are on average on the draw to the button. And yesterday it was unbelievable, the night game, and again today, all 8 rocks on the 2 sheets hit the button.
And that's so critical, Russ. You know, for Canadians, having hammer, well, for anybody, having hammer puts you at such an advantage to start the game. And having been out on the tour a lot last year, almost a disproportionate number of the offshore teams getting hammer, and then the Canadians are chasing. But it has been a really great story this week. I think the teams are realizing how important it is and putting it as part of their practice.
All right, keys to the game, and we'll start with Mike McEwen.
Well, the matchup at third really intrigues me. Colton Flash has definitely become one of the very best thirds in our game, not just in Canada, maybe around the world. Can he stop Mark Kennedy? That'll be the trick. Get something out of the run backs. If you're going to play this style where you're facing 3 rocks down the center, you have to be able to get rid of 2 of them with one swing of the bat, or they're going to be in a bit of trouble.
Curl! Curl! Really good weight. Really got to go, Flash. Really got to go. Bouncing. Bouncing. I thought it was going to come down. Yeah, it's T-ish. Okay, bud.
And the keys for Brad Jacobs.
Well, you know the quality of this squad, and Jacobs he plays maybe a little more conservative than some of the skips, and defense wins championships. They've played 2 games so far. They've given up 4 points, all singles, and usable guards. The closer the guards are to the rings, it makes those run backs for Jacobs and Kennedy that much easier.
Keys to the game, brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand.
Clean! Brett. Yep, Brett!
Ken Hebert.
Come on, Brett! Hard! Yep! Come on, Brett! Yep, come on, Brett! Curl!
Mark Kennedy.
Curl! I got the red.
Brett
Good job, boys. Right out. Keep going, Brad. Keep going.
Great job, Ben.
Well, how do you like that?
No kidding.
The skipper brushes it through for you.
Hebert threw as light and as tight as he dare without wrecking to be able to get to the inside, and then they judged it so well. That thing didn't even go through the paint. Beautiful.
Whoa. Yep.
Yes.
Whoa. No. Sorry,
They
bud.
run it back, and they'll get just one.
Yeah, I was expecting it to take an early move.
Throw, Kev.
We know that's coming back again.
Yeah, just go to the open side here, I think, Kathy, because of the respect you have for some of these run backs that these teams can make. If you go around and there's any angle at all, they're running that red one back, making the double.
They are. These are 2 very powerful hitting machines, and I think that you'll see shot selection based to get away from those opportunities.
13-8.
Okay, sounds good.
Brett Millett throwing the second stones.
Room down.
It's all you, line's
Yeah,
good.
all of those, of course,
Always drop.
the gold champ and the with Brad
Where are ya?
Gushue.
Gotta go. Hard for
Okay.
line.
T-line, guys. You're going to need to be
Come
T-line.
on, Mark. Hard. Hard, Mark.
Got to be T-line.
Keep going.
T-line,
Hard.
just
Hard.
T-line.
Hard.
T-line, hard.
Wow, did that ever curl? Good throw.
Jeez.
Really good throw.
That just went sideways.
Scared to give more ice.
It looks to me that they've
scrub, guys.
clipped a little bit less off because Kathy and I watched before practice. They rocked the sheet 5 times. So they're trying to wear the pebble down a little bit. So
normal.
that would cause it to go a little more. They nearly ran out of real estate there.
Yeah. Shouldn't do much out here, I don't think. Norm. Weight's good, a little heavy. No, I think it's fine. Hot. Hair up for Norm, but not bad.
Yep.
Clean.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Whoa.
Good. Nice shot, Kev.
Nose is good. 10 and a half.
And there he is, the hardest working man in the ice business.
And
That's
he's answering my text about why they rocked it 5 times.
Okay, there you go. So he's
None of your business.
Clean.
Wait, Paul.
Clean.
Easy.
Clean. Whoa, whoa.
Easy, man.
Curl.
He works so hard, always trying to make sure that conditions are great. He started at the beginning of the week. He had to deal with different things. And always, always working to provide consistency. That is one of his keys.
Looks like you can roll that to the top button, eh?
Think so.
oh, there he is.
He's calling me. I'm on the air, Greg Owasco.
Get right behind it.
Ay, ay, ay.
Board.
Well, you can take the call, and
Yeah.
we'll
Let us know.
We'll cover.
Put
for
you on speakerphone.
We'll cover for you.
Weight's good. Forward.
It's good. Whoa. Curl.
This young man has really developed into maybe one of the best.
Straight.
We have a game filled with terrific players, but Colton Flash has developed into a wonderful third. And you know, too,
Good call, Mike.
he played with Kevin Cooey. They won a championship and a world
I
silver.
think the best shot would be if you could roll into here.
And then he came back to Saskatchewan, tried skipping again, and then, as you know what, it's not for me. The third position, and he looks comfortable.
His weakness at second, I thought, was the finesse shots, and a lot of the come-around draws were back 8, back 12. He's just so powerful. He's up on his toe, and when he went to the skipping in Saskatchewan, he learned to make those draws, and he's an all-round player now. Notwithstanding the brushing he brings to this team. When Ben Hebert said he's a stronger brusher than Ben Hebert, you're saying something.
Clean. Good. Little light. Clean.
Mark
10
Kennedy and
a
Brad
half.
Jacobs, of
Wait,
course,
whoa.
have a
Curl.
relationship when Mark
Curl.
dropped in and
Curl.
played as the
Gotta
import
keep going.
in Northern Ontario,
Okay.
and they'll leave it there.
Up rock.
Started all on Wednesday, 16 teams, men and women, and narrowing it down day by day. 10 ends, you have to play a minimum of 8, one time out, 38 minutes thinking time. And the winning team will take home $50,000. And that's the big one at the bottom. If we go to 10 and we're tied, no extra end. We'll have a draw to the button. Got one, got two, yes you do. Colton Flash.
Almost automatic for Colton, a shot like
You can
that.
get inside.
It's really tough. I could probably get to nose.
He's got a little
like
tucked
those.
underneath the guard.
Nose.
Yeah, for
12.
sure. And if Mark does get to the inside, which I'm not sure he can, he might jam that red one of Colton's onto that back red one. They got to be careful there too.
You think he can cross the face that much?
That's what Brad's hoping for. I'm not sure. It is Mark's
Clean.
in
It's
turn,
good.
so
Yep.
he'll get a hair
Very
more
light.
curl,
No,
but
it's not light.
that's
Whoa,
difficult.
clean. Curl. Whoa. Curl.
Lots of weight.
Curl. Whoa. Curl.
Lots of weight.
Curl down. Curl. Keep her going.
Is he going to get across the nose? Boy, no, but he gets right to it. Almost right to the nose. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Good shot, Mark. Good shot.
It had to be a little tighter, lighter too, to make that move. But well done.
Pretty good. Yeah. Good job.
So all the teams were given seed money, as it were, to cover expenses such as hotel and airlines, $5,000. And then each win, you picked up a little more. A win tonight will be worth an additional $12,000. And then if you win tomorrow, you'll get $24,000. And it's a total of $50,000 for each of the winners.
Rocks have gone down here. 14 and a bit for sure. Yeah. Okay. Weight's good.
Good. Weight's good.
You can't drop it so clean.
Yep. Just hack.
Hard.
Just hack.
Whoa.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
Yep.
Well, it was a little bit of a surprise that Jordan McDonald won the last rock. And so he has the hammer playing the red stones against Brad Gushue.
And he really needs it. His third, Dallas Burgess, made a run-back triple to get him out of a little bit of trouble, but he still left one buried. Jordan tried to slash on his first, just missed the Gushue stone in the house, and so Brad buried again. This is a draw against two, needs full four.
Okay, 13-8.
Easy settle. Sit. 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 Good shot.
Wow, look at that. He grabs enough of the button for the single.
Very nice.
You looked at the odds. They had Gushue a 3.5-point favorite. That'd be tempting to take McDonald, wouldn't it?
He's been so good.
Brad Jacobs had his first.
Weight's good.
Control.
Yep.
Little heavy.
In Sochi,
Control.
the year after they won the Brier. Two magical years for them, 13 and 14, out of Sault Ste. Marie.
Hard. No roll. Sit.
Oh, well, there's a roll for sure. And it just peeks out.
Just stayed off in a shade too long. Those are so difficult.
That is not easy. No.
We're talking, I don't know, less than a quarter inch, less curl. That's sunk in behind. Nice try.
Fresh here.
Yeah.
Thought you were a little tight. You let it go?
Thought it was minimum set.
Okay.
I loved where I was sliding. I could have just been a little bit.
Okay. You look good.
Well, learning about each other still. I mean, these two have, as I say, a relationship. But it's one of the reasons they already have a place, of course, pre-qualified for the Brier. But they are going to play 8 events, says Brad, because they still want to learn more about each other.
Yeah. No one's throwing here.
Final stone, Mike McEwen. Now it is Kevin Marsh that is in the house and holding the brush, leaving Dan Marsh and Colton Flash out in front to sweep.
Just hack.
Flash. Gotta go. Oh, they did. Oh, they did. And now, oh my goodness, look at him underneath.
How about Mike?
That's fresh there.
You could hear Kevin's urgency.
That's a good thing. Good thing I did spin it.
Great brushing. Colton Flash can put so much pressure on the brush. It is that center path first end that is usually the toughest. A little bit heavier, more pebble.
That is unbelievable.
Look at the hand position. Look at how low they are.
Yeah. How do you get inside roll there? Well
I
done.
figured that would catch soon. Just nobody had thrown there in 20 minutes, right? I spun that.
Brilliant force.
Taking a couple feet slower in draw, but not too bad.
Yeah. Just a couple feet slower.
That's what I'm seeing.
Lots of play on this side.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sweep for the tee.
Yeah.
Brad said if of all the other 3 on the team, it was probably and is Brett Gallant that he knew the least. Played against him all the time, of course, when he was with
I think you can wait at the moment. You're the widest we've
with
been.
Gushue and with Botcher. He knows Ben. They're good friends, and in fact, he stays with Ben while he's in town.
Line's good, though.
And Mark Kennedy comes down from Edmonton, and he stays with Brett Gallant.
Right on Good sweep.
Good cups.
Nice shot, Brad.
Very nice.
Good judge.
So good force, wonderful force by McEwen. Little hit, flip in behind, and
Good speed.
Jacobs is forced to a single.
Love that. Okay, good.
Dan Hebert, as he throws his lead stones over Brad Jacobs. Just 2 games on the ice after first 3 days of full 4-game draws. This is the men's semifinals, Final 4 at the PointsBet Invitational here at Winsport Events Center, Canada Olympic Park. Brad Jacobs and the team from the Glencoe Club here in Calgary forced to take a single. It means that Mike McEwen out of the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the red stone.
Picked.
Grab
Okay, what do you
something.
want?
And
It's above it. Curl.
going to be glued to the other red one here.
Curl.
Kevin Marsh staying with it.
Let's try to line something up.
Okay, so we have twins. We have the
picked
Marsh
on you.
brothers. And
Top 4, boys.
one wears 2 gloves. One wears just the 1 glove. That is Dan. And then the 2-glove Marsh brother is Kevin. And Kevin will hold the broom for Mike McEwen.
That was good.
Get that glove back on.
Yeah, don't do that to me.
Yeah,
Clean.
boy.
Clean it.
I could just say Marsh.
Line's good.
Oh, well done.
Line is good.
You're
Ben,
an
go.
expert.
Always Ben. Always Ben for line 2. Come on, Ben. Hard. Hard. You got it.
Great
Hard.
line if they can keep it going.
Brett
Keep going
Gallant.
hard.
Hard, Benny.
What a
Hard.
carry
Hard,
here.
fully.
Kennedy.
Good.
Wow, great sweep.
Great scrubbing.
Good job,
boys.
Brett.
Hebert. Wow.
14-7.
That didn't deserve to be there.
No, it didn't. It didn't.
To the same depth. So that's the speed if you want to end it.
Well, it goes end to end.
Hard,
Again,
you
you
got
look
it.
at the
Hard.
broom placement, how much pressure Ben has, and then you got the
Hard, Benny.
speed right in front of it. So they're
Hard, boy.
carrying it with strength and with speed.
Great scrubbing.
Good job, Brett.
And then we talked about the rock dragging them up and down the ice. It breaks down the pebble everywhere so that it doesn't matter if there's
Oh, great
bin
shot.
stones in that path.
beauty.
That helps, but so does just the brute strength of these men.
Real good.
Run back opens up that shot rock, center line, top edge of the 8.
Now we're just running one.
And it goes to show you, too, like a golf swing,
Even a
you can
3
do
is
it
okay.
numerous ways.
I like 4, Ben.
Getting the hand really low,
Yep.
as you see both
Yep.
Hebert and Colton Flash, or you can get up on top of the stone and push down, or top of the broom and push down, pardon me.
Both Benny and Mark
It's good. I liked it.
have sliders on. They don't have 2 grippers, so they push and slide, which is stats say you have a little bit less downward pressure that way, but they're so quick and they're so powerful.
You're cleaning it.
Yep. Line's good.
Line's really good.
Stay
Clean.
with it, Ben. Stay with it.
Clean. Mark,
Yep,
mark,
hold it.
mark, 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 mark.
Good, 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 good.
Good job, Brett.
Great sweep, boys.
Very nice, pal.
Same thing.
Great throws, Brett.
One of the
Same thing.
keys for the McEwen team was
Same exact thing.
if you're going to play the strategy, you're going to have 3 rocks down the middle. That's exactly what Kevin faced, and he got 2 of them on the first one, and that really helped. Now this is single raise.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa.
Bang, bang, and spills it, leaves the center guard, and spills them both.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Half 4.
Draw the button speed yet after a couple?
Well,
A little heavier than that?
Hey, guys, even if we're full 4, it's a good shot here.
I think a tiny bit slower, and you're a little bit tighter line than me. Not much, but a little. Half rock.
Okay.
So
14-2.
I got it playing 14, Mark. Yeah.
The intern for the right-handed player is now gone. It's all guarded up, so it's controlling this left side of the sheet.
Top 4.
I like the weight. Weight's
Top
good.
4. You can wait. We got lots of line right now. We got room.
I got heavy.
Just for weight.
Top 4.
Line's good. Line's good. Little bit of room.
Thrown a little bit. Top
Line's
button.
okay.
Top button.
Room.
It's got to sit.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sit.
Okay, good.
Good shot, Mark.
Good.
So just sliding a little bit deep,
15.
get behind the tee line. They were looking for it top
I'm going
4.
to draw a button.
And Kennedy thought it was a little hot out of his hand.
Yes, he
Good
did.
throw, Mark.
Pressures were on and off, but Kennedy thought it was there. At this level, the first player that should make the decision making is who throws it, because like in this case, Colton, he knows what he's done with it. Is it a little wide? Did I dump it? Did I take the rotation off? They know.
This looks really hot.
Back 4. Back 8. Back 8.
Curl.
Let him know that.
Back 8. You just got to go.
Back 8.
You just got to go for contact.
Back 8.
Got to go for
Colton
contact.
flash.
Come on, Kev. Come on, Kev. Come on. Come on. Good. Good squeeze.
Saved it though. And managed to make some noise.
Okay.
Slowed it. You didn't want to go right by.
Do we want to freeze this?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm just.
Wow.
Bite the 4.
Yeah.
We gotta. So now the Marsh brothers both have gloves on.
I feel like I had you about here.
Yeah, I like that broom head last for sure.
Me too, Mark.
Okay. Hey guys, 5 feet less. Give me a good spot for me.
Where do you go with this one from Kennedy?
5 feet less, I heard him say it. That's exactly right. Or at least he's going to throw 5 feet less.
12.
You might bury it if you might go deeper if you get it fully buried, but if not, leave it top 4, top 8.
Line's good. Little bit of room.
Full 4 buried is probably the spot.
Getting better though.
Big knife. You can knife this.
Getting better. Easy on the curl.
Line's
Straight.
good. Straight.
Straight. Straight. Straight. Straight. Straight. Right here.
Easy.
Yep. Good brush. Way to go, Mark. Very nice.
Kind of like that. Just perfect.
Good speed there.
Yeah, it's good throw.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Hey, I knew it on my first one too. That couple of good scrubs there, and the speed got good.
That looked good right from the get-go.
Kind of similar to where I was throwing it. It was just straight.
Yeah, I said a little bit further over, so it'll curl a bit more probably.
Huge shot here. Kevin Marsh made a double peel, and that means there's only one to run back, and it's Flash's color here. If he can stick this, he could actually sit 2, possibly one of them buried.
Yep. High!
Whoa! And he'll run it by him. And just add to that pile, covering the intern.
Well, and the shoot was with that rock rolling. It takes away that red straight to the middle that Mike was looking at as an option to run.
So
If you're just biting center, it's good. 3.5 good here, cups.
that same ice as you. You like that?
Just make sure we're not.
That's the same ice as you. It's got to be close, Mark.
So cups, I have drawn a button maybe a foot or 2 quicker.
Yeah. Okay.
Cups,
Okay,
is that
nice.
more ice than Mark?
No, it's the same ice as his last one.
Okay, yeah.
Do we like that?
Yeah, I just
think
feel
you
like it's a
can-
little bit gradual here till late.
It is.
is what
and
I'm
it all-
seeing.
It all swoops.
Yeah. Okay, tight guard, 4.
4.
Yeah. Skip Stone's here in 2. Brad Jacobs.
Weight's pretty good.
Don't kill the line.
Lean, I got
They
early
really
room.
feel it.
4.
Unless he
Early
throws a
room
long
for sure.
guard, they're going to be able to carve this right over.
Change the trajectory a bit. Please.
Still bends.
Bend.
Benny, go. Weight's good. Go.
Hard bend.
Weight's good.
Hard
Bend,
bend.
go.
Help him, Brett.
Gotta close this hole.
Help him,
Almost
Brett.
to 5.
Close it. Go. Hard bend. More bend.
Keep going.
More
Keep
bend.
going. Keep going.
Did he?
Good spot, guys. Good scrub.
Dandy. Attaboy.
Great shot.
Max ice for sure.
Well, Jacobs thought he was going to get a couple. But Mike McEwen here with our key shot in that first.
After Mike threw this, he actually said, I'm glad I threw a little more than I originally intended. Colt, Flash, all fresh pebble. He somehow warmed that up enough to get it by.
And watch the little flip too.
Yeah.
Right there, bang. And that just left Jacobs with the draw to catch the 4 foot. And it was forced to a single as we play here in the second. And it is Jacobs without last rock sitting 2.
Mike did that at the Regina Briar so many times. Just he's got that uncanny ability to throw just enough weight.
Key shot brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together.
Nice. Gentle.
Gentle flash.
Line's good, though.
Really close.
Line's good. Room.
Easy.
Room. Got a curl.
Close, really close.
Got a curl. Room.
There.
Let's get better, though.
There.
Get better.
No. Still
Curl.
there. Still heavy. Heavy.
Dropping in on Jordan McDonald, number 13 against number 1. Brad Gushue, the Canadian champion. And Gushue is sitting one.
He is. Jordan made a very good shot on his first one. Corner froze onto, that's the red one just to the left of the shot stone, moving some granite around. Brad Gushue had to guard so that Jordan couldn't run it back. And so Jordan was trying to guard so that Brad couldn't get to 2. He took too much ice. It hung out. And so there is still a path for Brad Gushue to get to full 4, almost fighting the button for 2.
And he's been great with last rock hammer conversion, 2 or more with last rock. 5 for 5, 100% so far in the event. A little bit of a rub and roll off, spin up. Oh, goodness gracious, that'll work.
Jordan took about 5 feet of ice and his rock curled a foot.
He was way out.
Yeah.
Dallas was standing half on the carpet, half on, and I wasn't sure why they thought it would go out so far, and it just stayed out there.
You touched on that a couple days ago, that if there's a point of no return, you get it far enough, it's not coming back.
A little heavy.
Heavy.
Hold in. Line's good.
Back 4.
Rub.
Line's
Jacobs
good.
on his last.
Line's good. Line's good. Just squeeze.
Gotta go a bit.
Hard
Line's
line.
good.
Weight's good.
Come on. Hard line. Come on, Brett. Hard line. Brett.
Another big scrub, big carry. Hebert, left, Gallant, right. Here we go.
Yep.
Look at this, right down on top, and they are the shot stone.
Well done, buddy. Well done.
Look tighter, and I was a little worried for Jacob's sake. He was into a little bit of the fresh stuff, but they got on it early enough.
What's that?
Yeah, good throw.
I do, and you know it's funny because they thought that it was heavy. I disagreed.
Yeah. 14-4.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Into it, even if it touches, it's not going far.
Yeah, you can.
Just a tighter
Just
path
try to
than
feather
the
it out of the way.
previous one.
Normal? Yep. Normal, just feather it. We're looking here.
Kathy, just a thought here. Just if somebody watching goes, okay, we know that Jacobs is new, but they're all at a certain level.
Yes.
Yet they're still learning about each other. What is it about
Normal weight,
this level of
just
curling where at the club you could, okay, I'm going to play with Bill tonight?
Well, Bill is not here. And with this team, they know each other. We saw it at the Canada Cup years ago where Mark Kennedy came in as a spare at third, and there was magic, and they won that year. This is a team that has very high expectations. I've already seen a couple things that they've done that no one else that I have seen so far this year do. And so this is a team that is built for the Olympics. And so it's not enough to say, I know your release. I want to know your release when you're in this spot on the out turn, when this is the kind of weight. So they are just trying to dial everything in.
Final stone. Can you pick this off the face? Oh, and yes, you can.
Attaboy.
So good.
Mike McEwen.
That is a very tough shot.
Let's do it,
Shot, Mike.
How's that? McEwen has not given up a stolen point in the event. We are at Winsport, the event center on the grounds of Canada Olympic Park for this year's PointsBet Invitational, the third edition. Some wonderful shot making in a 1-1 tie. Mike McEwen seated number 4. Brad Jacobs, number 2. The other game featuring Brad Gushue, number 1, the reigning Canadian champion, against number 13, Jordan McDonald. Kathy keeping an eye on that one.
Come on, Brett. Keep going. No. Yep,
Wonderful
right.
shot by
Good sweep, guys.
Okay.
Really good
McEwen to
sweep.
get
Really
his
good
single. And so here we go to the
Sweep.
third. And once again, it is Jacobs from the Glencoe Club here in Calgary
Got it.
with the last
just
rock
roll
playing
it.
the Yellowstone.
Jacobs put a lot of heat on
Make
McEwen,
it.
but
I
McEwen's
think you
made
make it.
all 4 shots perfect.
Just an 8. Just firm.
Just for him, yeah. Just for him, Kev.
Flash made the double in the first end to prevent a 2, and Mike made the great comer on to force him, and then a beautiful shot there to chip it out.
Good. Oh. Never. Oh. Girl to hit it. No.
Jeez.
Okay, nothing. Wow.
Still there.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
That's not an easy double, guys. Like,
No, it's not.
Kevin Marsh.
Manny's call isn't stupid, guys. What's that? Heavy? A little bit.
you're not in the ring, Ben. You're not.
He still has that.
Can you be in the rings if you bump it on the nose?
Bump it on the nose is a great call. I like that best. Do you guys like that?
Well, this is good too. I don't
He's
mind.
playing an easy double.
He's got an
and
easy
roll.
double and roll. I think we go here. I like your first call.
You like the first call?
Yes.
Yeah. So best spot is try to get over here. Okay. Top button, top 4.
That's exactly where Glant put it in number 1. And I like it, Kathy, too, that if you tap that yellow dead on, first of all, there's going to be a double for sure. And it's probably the wide double, and McEwen can roll in towards the buried rock. This gets you at least a pile of separation between the top rock and this rock.
Top 4. Line's great.
I like it too.
Have a look, Ben.
Wait's good.
Glant through it. He should know exactly what this does.
Right here.
This is the one
Right here.
that bent so
Line's
much
great
they
for
almost
that.
ran out of rings.
Line's great. Just for weight.
Easy.
Line's perfect.
Easy.
Right around here is good.
A little heavy right now.
Whoa. That's fine. I think that's fine. Good.
Good shot, Brett.
Good judge.
That. Same weight, 8. Firm.
Okay, Kev. Quarterstone.
Getting another chance at it. Kevin Marsh.
Yeah.
Same.
Hard.
Come on, Bolton Flash.
Yep. Whoa.
1, 2, and he's going to lose the shooter and just bump
okay,
that stone back edge of the 4.
When they were going to call the other call, Jacobs, Gallant said, guys, that's a really tough double, and that's proof. They thought they had that, but they had to get it micro thin. Just hit a shade too thick. Not a horrible situation for McEwen either. He's got 2 up front that he can use.
Okay, I got it. The difference between the two when they're wearing their gloves. Kevin has a yellow stop.
Clean.
Oh,
Dan has a black stop.
investigative reporting.
There you go.
Let him know. Gotta go. Hard. Go
I
ahead.
just want to buy them both the same color and then say, oh, now what?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, run down there, Kat.
Fight the fourth again, Mark.
Line's good.
Hard, guys.
Hard, boys.
Keep going.
Come on, Mark.
Hard.
Keep
Don't
your
stop.
line.
Don't stop.
Come
Don't
on.
stop. Hard.
Good spot.
sweep.
Great
Good
sweep.
sweep. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Good guess, Brett.
Okay.
Good scrub.
Slide great.
Try. Like you could make the double, but well, I think you go for the double. I don't think you can roll over top.
Fortunately for Jacobs, this is the shot that Flash wants. He can throw it
Okay,
hard.
2/3.
The double's available with the type of speed he can generate, and if he does get it thick, he's buried.
Out turn. Whoa. No. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Flash. Here we go.
No
1,
roll. Just sit on it.
and sit on it and bounce up. And they are the shot stone.
Very nice.
You like the double steal the guards. Skinny way.
You get it going back.
Yeah. Tick boom.
You want to come have a look?
That
fast?
works. You playing this?
Well, I know. It's just where's this going is my only thing.
I was thinking the other way, Brad.
Oh, tick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Yep.
That's the way, man.
pretty thin, Mark. You're basically trying to hit like about an inch of it.
Okay. If you go right by, is it you get a little action?
Yeah, a
Hold
little
on.
wee bit.
I'm almost wondering if, and then get the yellow in the
You play
rings.
either or.
It's an either or. Let me throw it and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's good, like, you know.
Again, Gallant, he's brilliant.
Thin on this one.
If this flashes the top one, because they want to hit it thin, hits the back one, it could squirt towards the ring. I'm not sure it'll go all the way to the rings. So that gives Mark a little more leeway. He can be a little more aggressive trying to hit this thin.
Mark
Real
Kennedy,
hard. Come on, Brett. Hard.
13 prior
Real hard.
appearances,
Come on, you're close. Real hard. Real hard.
3 championships.
Hard. Keep going, Cubs.
Oh, and then it get caught. And so McEwen is sitting 2 without last rock.
Tell you what, not much wrong with that. You gotta hit the top one and roll.
Good shot.
Some sort of like
No.
hit over here on that one.
Instead of a triple, probably.
Like, this is tempting to try to stay right there.
I think you gotta try a bit.
Like, if you roll too far, he just, you know, he hacks and stays on this.
Yeah.
But
I still think you have to play that.
I think we have to hit that.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Because if you're in here, he's going to nut it. He'll probably be biting, too. He will.
Okay.
So, yeah, we can't leave that. Okay.
Most
Like this.
curlers would say you just tap that back at 3, but they're all behind the tee line. Doesn't help you at all, and the one that's going to hurt you is the top one.
Doesn't do anything.
Tougher shot for Bolton, but
Speed should be right up to full go here.
soften the weight, hit half of it, roll to the left.
Weight's good, board. Good.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
You're ready to curl.
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 Weight's good. Curl. 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 Come on, curl. Heavy. Curl. Heavy.
Yeah, that
a little
is.
bit, eh?
Yeah, that's heavy.
Not that heavy.
Okay.
He wanted it just to flip over and cover their shot rock back 4.
Yeah, a little bit less, but the key was to stay because they got a chance at forcing Jacobs now.
At the most.
12.
Yeah.
12.
But I'm a little fresh in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of.
Sure. Yeah.
Not bad, though.
Mike threw his here in the first.
Not going to be too bad because a lot of play last end in this path.
Okay.
Throwing hack mark. How's that look?
12.
12. Okay.
12. That's close.
Yeah. 12.
Okay. Get the weight right, guys.
Weight's good.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Little heavy. Clean. Hair heavy. Whoa. Clean.
Close.
Clean. Clean. Whoa. Yep.
Hair heavy.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Curl. Clean. Curl.
Let's roll.
Sit.
Right there.
Sit.
Beauty.
Oh, that's nice.
Attaboy.
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Great job, bud.
You can learn so much from these top teams. The communication all the way down, Kathy, was just tremendous. They
So
kept,
much talking.
even though
That's not
Jacobs thought it was perfect, they were yelling hair heavy, and that allowed Jacobs to hit it in the right spot.
Throw it not so good, so it's either hard or curl all the way. Stay clean.
Good line, Paul. That keeps a blank alive still.
Oh yeah. What's he trying?
You think so? You think the blank is still alive?
Very possible. If Mike chips out the red and gets the yellow and gets the red, he's rolling out. Jacobs could hit that side one to sit 2, and even if a double's made, there's a blank. Yes, yeah, there's a very good chance.
There's something there down on the ice.
Good.
No.
It's good.
Whoa.
Skip Stones.
Yep. Whoa.
Mike McEwen.
Yep. Yes. Hard.
Bang, bang, and moves everything and removes both. Jacob Stone sits 2.
What can't this guy do?
Nice controlled weight.
Yeah.
Great shot, Mike.
Threw that real gentle. Yeah. Like just no spin, just a bit of a floater. So it would nose at the end. I think if you spin those, they'll go back all the way
Thin
down.
enough they got the other yellow. Beautiful, beautiful shot. Thought he'd lose his own, but just perfect.
Just so it would have some shape on it versus running.
I'd love to roll for shot, if anything, right?
Two very different throws, though.
Brad Gushue leads 2-1 over Jordan McDonald from the Assiniboine in Winnipeg. And has he got a chance for 4 here?
He does.
Wow.
He does. This may be just the pick sideways for 3, but it really was a combination of a half shot by EJ and run backs by Mark and Brad that missed the targeted stone.
I think you're
And Jordan McDonald and his team taking advantage of everything.
He's got to cross the shot rock. He's got to hit this very thin. So he's going to throw
I think
firm
he's
weight.
just picking it between the two.
Final stone, McDonald. Here we go. Can you crack a 3 on the champ? You sure can. McDonald for 3. And that's the first 3 given up by Gushue.
Yeah, thanks. Good sweep.
Cool customer.
Already has played 3 events, but now it's all about school for all of them. And Jordan is studying mechanical engineering at the University of Manitoba.
And that is about as much emotion as you're ever going to see from Jordan.
That's a good sign too,
It
Kathy.
is.
There's no fear here. You know, he's knocking out Cooey's. Who did he beat in the first game?
Matt Dunstone.
Dunstone.
Like we could draw it right here.
The other thing I like about that is he looked at scraping by the corner guard and soft tapped for 4. Like he's
With it in front.
Yeah.
very
I
calm.
know the path a bit better.
We'll know the speed better. Let's
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Right in line. Sure. Right up here. If you can, right there.
the 8 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I like
that.
that.
That's smart. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, we're in a good pass. So.
Yes.
Yeah, I like this better. I make a mistake on depth, and it's still
Well,
a
it's
force.
right. It's just
line her up.
Jacobs got caught
Yeah, if you can.
in between. He either hits it thicker and rolls in front of the back red, or hits it thinner and makes the double, and then the blank's available.
Yeah. Maybe a foot slower.
Similar though?
Yeah, similar.
Similar,
Just
yeah.
a sliver
Similar, not
slower.
quite.
Yeah, exactly.
Agreed.
But you're right. Look, the blank is available. Depending where he puts it.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. It still could be. You know, if he gets this into the button area on a bit of an angle, I can see Jacobs taking it on.
Line's good. Easy to run it.
They're just going to try to go top 12, and then he won't play it.
Yep. Girl, it's not getting there. So.
It's all there.
Oh, then. Oh yeah.
Sorry, Mike.
Ooh, that skated in there.
Jeez.
I haven't seen that yet.
I like 10.
That's that ran good.
I heard 10.5, so just going to play the nose.
10.5.
It's not worth the risk, Kath, is it, to throw a rocket down there and try to blank? You don't want to give up that control point.
No, if it's much closer and you think fine, but you're right. If you make it, try to do it really hard, and you wind up giving up, that's not good decision making.
Hard, Brett.
Come on, Brett.
Yep.
Jacob's team got here by beating the number 15, Jacob Horgan, the college champion out of Humber, and then the number 10, Owen Purcell out of Halifax.
Hard. Great sweep. Great sweep.
Without a sweep.
Great sweep.
And that will be for another single and first time in the event that Jacobs has been forced in back-to-back ends.
I did not.
Gotta go. One more time. Gotta go. Oh, she saved it for her. And now is there enough to push it back? Look at that. How nice. How pretty.
3 or 4 at play.
And settle down. And yes, indeed, that's 4 more. And a win for Kayla Sterling. Yeah, she's really been the talk here. She took out the number 7, Daniel Inglis from Ottawa, then the number 2, Chelsea Carey, then a win now over number 6, Kate Cameron. Now, however, she faces the number 1 player in our country and number 1 in the world, Rachel Homan.
Best 2 teams this week. It is fitting that is our final tomorrow.
At when? Noon Eastern.
Yes.
You know, if you're going to jump in, you have to finish. You can't just go halfway now. It's
Sorry.
noon Eastern time, a little earlier, 1 hour earlier than we've been with you all event. Yeah, it's going to be very good. And she, in fact, she's the best right now in the country because of the amount of events that she's played, Skurlik. So the two best
Yeah, I think it's
meeting
better.
for the
It should just go straight back.
final $24,000 and 50 total.
Touch our red and then. Yeah. Yeah. So they'll touch our red and then fling off. Okay.
You know the spot.
Smooth.
That peel again?
Yeah.
Smooth.
Smooth peel. Smooth peel. Like 7. High 6s. Yep.
Hard, hard. You gotta go. Come on.
Whoa, hard,
Dan Marsh. And stuffed it, but opened it up.
Good. That's better. Good.
3.
3.5, guys.
Yeah.
So you can roll behind the
Yeah, you're
corners.
right. Bottom side of the point spread for sure. Yeah, now there's all.
Might have
Clean.
4.
Clean.
Wait, close.
good.
Clean.
Back
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Played this guard a lot. They played this side for draw weight also a lot.
Ben. Ben. Clean. Over curl.
Has to stop. Has to stop.
Whoa. 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 Sit.
Stop, Brett.
Okay.
Shot. He's good throw.
Could chase it.
Well,
Tough though. You're probably rolling here.
There's no hole with the red run.
yeah.
Should we just play that
It's a
again?
good
and then we got-
opportunity though, unless you're feeling the run.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Okay.
Trying to hit that one?
Okay, so you said they could chase it. Do you think they can get it through the hole? Did it?
Yeah, it's there. It's tough. And then Mike's point is if you get through that window, you're probably hitting it so thin you're rolling out in the open. So this is a little better, tougher, but if you can get them out of the way at least.
Come on.
Kevin Marsh running it back again. Owen just drives it between.
It's gonna move a little bit off the line, right?
Yeah. Depends on the throw a bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still think I'm seeing a hair once it's off. Once you're off the line, it'll curl. That's what mine did, and I thought I threw it good.
Speed now that we've thrown 3 down here.
You bet, Mark.
I agree.
I'm good. Nice boost.
3, 4.
Mark Kennedy.
Clean it. 4.
4-5.
Always Brett.
4-5. Right beside the red.
Whoa. Whoa. Doesn't need to curl. Clean.
Right beside the red.
A little heavy here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Stay close. Both.
Curl.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Right off.
Line's just off.
Okay.
It's too heavy. Guards it, but he didn't want it that deep. Now
Yeah, I
there's
think so.
She's thin.
double either way.
It's out turn.
Kind of wait.
Keep leaving Colton flash these doubles.
say it like
It's
firm.
going to be a long
Yeah, I think it's got to
evening.
be firm for sure to make it.
You can hit it right on the center line, Vic, and get the one in the rings. Or you can hit it
Like
a
a
little
7.5.
thinner.
Okay.
Stick it on that left-hand one, mostly buried. I think that's what they're going for, the top 2.
Whoa, whoa. Yep. Yep.
Colton Flash.
Hard. 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 Hard.
Nice.
Wow.
They just got it by that off-center guard. Goodness.
Tough, Voss.
Beautiful shot.
Like chasing that?
No.
Go flash.
It's not
Your
over
other
bumping
shot
ours.
is like double over the top. The only other shot Cupsies bump ours and go low. It is. Yeah, that's
probably
another
our
one.
2, the chase or that. I'm good at the chasing.
I'd really like to.
Brett, what do you like,
Chase
bud?
is so high in the house, it's tough to kill.
Yeah, it is tough. I agree.
Chase looks really tough.
Chase looks tough.
Yep.
I agree. Do you hate a guard?
No, lots of options. We could get one buried behind the reds. It's pretty great.
If we can,
Yeah.
these
Like
reds.
Like the bump and roll behind those reds.
Oh.
I like that shot.
Okay.
Benny, you okay with that?
Love it.
So
It's the best shot.
throwing back 8 probably. Trying to get to half a rock low.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're a little inside track here, guys.
Danger with this is if you hit it dead on. You might tap your own through the rings because he's throwing back 8 to begin with, and it's just going to be a simple double to sit 2 for McEwen. They want to kick one of these buried. Possibly both of them if he throws it hard enough. One behind each corner.
Weight's good. Clean. Back 8, back 12. Clean. Yep.
Back
Heavy.
12.
Yep. Heavy. Whoa. No.
Real close. Back 12.
Curl.
Mark
curl.
Kennedy.
Whoa. Curl. 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 Brett. Curl. 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 Curl.
Gonna get the flip.
Yep.
Yep.
Good shot. Like a half
A beauty,
stone,
Mark.
maybe a third of a stone in there.
Great
Just
job.
enough to not take away the double.
Throw. Yeah, great throw. Needed that weight to.
Yeah. Is hack enough?
Beautiful weight by Mark.
Yeah. Because it's a pretty big roll. Huh? Or are you just rolling in front of it? Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm not worried about you rolling.
Okay.
Yeah, just.
I mean, get to
Yeah.
there.
Hack weight.
Yeah. Okay.
Speed will be good in here.
Rolling right in front of the shot rock pays dividends too, because then Jacobs has got to hit it thin to get it out of there without jamming his own, and he could roll out.
A little light. Yep. Then hard. A little light. Yep. Light. Light. Hard. Just easy hack. Whoa. Easy hack. Yeah. Yeah.
Kevin Marsh. Left.
Hard.
Dan Marsh. Right. Here we go. Got it? Sure does. Where are you going to roll? How far? Get behind their own?
Nice shot.
Nice shot.
Beautiful shot.
Shot.
Well done.
Thanks. Nice. Real good.
Hard. Gotta go, Kev. Come on. Hard. Whoa. Hard. Whoa. Go down. Am I going?
Nice shot.
Nice shot.
You like that, I assume?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Brett, even if we roll
So,
a rock.
Mark, like 12 and a half?
I think that's the weight. Yep.
Haven't played it. Could give up 3 real fast here. I know what he's thinking here. This is the right call.
I know.
If you get
Haven't
the weight
seen
right,
any.
I think we're close.
Yeah. 12 and a half?
The other option here, Kathy, she could throw an in-turn draw to
My
the
guess would be gradual.
top 8 or top 4, try to bury it around those 2 on the left.
Yes.
Then you're sitting 2 with no double. If you can get it buried, that's tough too. You could freeze down to this. They're all tough. It's what you see.
Weight's good. Little light. Yep.
Weight's pretty good.
Hair light.
Yep. Clean. Clean.
Hair light.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Come on.
Hard, Brett.
Hard,
Big
Brett.
Brett.
Come on,
Hard, Brett. Hard.
Another big
Stay
carry
down.
here for
Hard, Brett.
Hebert
Stay
and Gallant.
Keep going.
Got to get it by. Oh, no. And they'll crash.
Well, lead the center and come around.
There's no weight.
No, just no way. Way light.
Pretty fresh over there, Kath.
4-2. Jordan McDonald leads after that 3, of course, and Gushue's got a chance to get that all back.
He certainly does, very much like the last end, only this time it was Team McDonald. Dallas missing a run back and Gushue burying. On his final stone, Jordan ran his own stone into 2 Gushue stones. He got one, but it spun across and into the open. That is the one that Brad Gushue was looking to hit and stick on for 3.
There you go. That's a nice way to rebound.
Oh.
Give up 3, take 3. Now 7 for 7 with the last rock hammer conversion.
Solid half.
Okay.
I don't really want to stay there. Just a rock. Yeah, if I could roll a rock.
It's a tiny roll my way?
Yeah.
Okay.
That ice looks pretty good for some rock. Not quite as probably as fast as the other side.
No. I don't think so. Agreed.
Much less traffic on this half of the sheet. I think that's what contributed to Brad being light and wrecking.
Solid hack. Solid hack. Yep. Whoa. Clean. Yep.
Does he need to roll here, though?
Yes, I think he'd love to roll
towards center line.
Or the other way, actually.
Okay.
Because then there's no double.
Nope.
Nice shot.
How's that?
Very good.
Probably still has a double, but
Yeah, that's fine.
good shot.
Yeah, he probably. Good
Sorry.
Mike. At least he rolls out with the double.
3/4.
2/3.
Sorry.
And notes we haven't paid attention. There is that McEwen stone.
Double and roll.
Just at the top, biting.
Double, no?
That double's tough. I'm probably seeing more of the roll buried. Is
Just
probably
hit
the
and roll.
shot. Yeah, is what I'm kind of seeing.
What looks like a good weight? Normal or here?
Yeah,
Hit
I was
and roll.
thinking like
10.
I was thinking like a 10.
10.
Yep.
It's a gamble, Kathy, but you could just play the straight come
Go take a
around
look.
because
I don't think you're
Mike
gonna
doesn't
love
have a red raise,
Well,
unless it's a double red raise.
It's definitely still crunchy in here.
Because
So
I like that, Mark. We're good.
if Jacobs
10.5,
kills
Mark.
one of these rocks and it's wide
That's
open, he's
there.
giving up 3.
Brad Jacobs in our pre-game chat said he was a little surprised to get the phone call about replacing Brendan Botcher. But already he feels like it's home for the team and he's feeling very, very comfortable.
Mark can be aggressive on the roll. You can actually miss the back red as long as you roll into the left side of the forefoot.
10.
Yep. Hard, Brett.
Through the hole.
Hard.
Little hit and roll over towards center line is what they're hoping for, but this is coming up fast. Look out! Look out!
Oh, boy.
It wasn't worth it.
Oof.
He had to get that tight to it to make the double.
I can't believe that.
I don't. Was he
Like
playing
that.
the double or was he playing the
Yeah.
hit and the roll?
Yeah, he's playing the double, and then if he gets it thick enough, he might roll. But to get it thick enough for that kind of weight, he had to go through the guard.
Okay.
He had to get extremely. You can only see a quarter of that thing.
And now is an open draw for 4.
$14.25.
Remember, he was a winner of the PointsBet
I
last
think
year.
it's really similar
Brad
to
Jacobs
something through
playing
here.
with Reed Carruthers.
Really close.
Put a good move on it.
Yeah.
Two-time defending champion Carruthers eliminated in the sweep 16.
Clean, just clean. I got a hair hot.
Easy
I
early.
don't think it's hot.
Easy early.
Anywhere in the
I got a hair
paint.
heavy.
Well then. Clean. Clean. It's fine. Clean. You're only
Okay,
moving.
go ahead then.
You're on
Go ahead,
this
go
one
ahead,
now.
go
Yeah,
ahead,
we're moving.
Go ahead, go ahead.
We're good.
Go ahead, just keep clean.
We're good.
Keep cleaning. You're good.
Wow. I might count them up. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for McEwen. There have been 5 4-enders so far, 3 of them by McEwen.
The last 4. Yeah.
One of the unique things about downtown Calgary is the Plus 15 network. There are some 62 bridges that connect a lot of the buildings. You can walk 18 kilometers without going outside, and they call it Plus 15 because the bridges are 15 feet above the street. So on those cold winter days, it's nice to have the Plus 15 network. This is what's on our network, the Season of Champions, when we rejoin you in February. The Scotties will be in Thunder Bay, Montana's Briar, Kelowna, the World Women's in Gushue, and then the BKT Tires World Men's will wind it up in Moose Jaw. Our Season of Champions back in February. We open up here at Winsport Event Center on the grounds of Canada Olympic Park. And wow, another 4 for McEwen, who has scored a 4 now in all 3 games.
That's incredible.
5-2 he leads it. And Brad Jacobs once again has last rock, has the hammer, playing the Yellowstones here in 5.
Dan Marsh threw one right on the center line, top button, absolutely perfect. Ben Hebert corner guard. Dan missed his guard. And Hebert went around with the out-turn as he always does and buried it perfectly.
It's good. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. It's good. Whoa. Hard. Yes. Hard. It's good. Hard. Hard. Come on. Hard.
Hard!
Come on, Mike.
Get it out, get it out.
Good.
Great sweep.
Good call.
Shot.
Right now, McEwen is
Good
perfect at 100%.
All you.
Top
all
8,
you.
top 12.
Not a whole lot more than I've been giving you.
Nope.
Not a lot of room for Brett to get this in here buried. That's a red one that was just put there by Marsh is in a great spot.
Yeah, you can go around.
Come
Yeah,
around
good
it.
for that.
We're T-line.
I was lying for that. Good
Whoa.
for that. Clean.
Yep.
Yep.
T-line.
Yep. Hard, Ben. Hard. Hard.
Room.
Hard. Curl, Mark. Curl. Go. Curl. Go. Yep. Pretty good.
Oh, very
Good
nice.
Brett. Good judge, guys.
To wrap it around.
Perfect.
Brett Gallant.
You rep that. I think so, yep.
Yeah.
You have to. That's a smart goal. Yep.
You could play the same shot, come around and tap the red, but it's just so dangerous. You chip out the red, and now that rock that was just owned by Gallant's dead buried, so they're just going to open it up with a 3-point lead here. This makes sense.
Whoa. Whoa. Throw. Our boy. Very nice.
Well, as we look ahead to both the Scotties and the Montana's Brier, we already know Rachel Holman, Brad Gushue are back as defending champions, Team Canada. And these are the teams, Carey, Anderson, and Laws, who are already qualified based on their points. And it's interesting to note, Jacobs, McEwen are in this event, still alive. And then Matt Dunstone, who went out in the Sweep 16, went out early. So those teams we know we will see in both Thunder Bay and Kelowna.
Eight, 4. One mark. Good.
Shot.
You could chase it now.
Sure. Yeah, it's piece open now.
Okay.
Yep. You like this?
Just tack. I do like this.
Coming through this spot, what do you think is going to be faster?
Fast, I think, yeah.
Okay.
They won't be like
just
that. They slept in through here too. Yeah.
Just over curled that guard a
That's
little
easy
bit.
half. I think it's
Pull
good.
flash. If he throws this
Whoa!
firm enough,
Whoa!
he can chip it out of there.
Just hack.
Curl. Curl.
Regular hack.
Curl.
Hack.
Curl.
Come on, kid.
Curl. 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 Curl.
Go on now. Hard.
So good.
Nice shot.
Nice sweep, Kev.
Really nice.
Great shot.
Great weight.
Little roll.
Little mental lapse on the guard for Team Jacobs there, Kathy. They
I'm thinking
could have
12.
made that better, and they just kind of let it
go.
Yeah.
Get him, Mark.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Clean.
It's good.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Hard.
It's
Whoa.
good.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Wow, he
Whoa. Curl.
really leaning on
Curl. 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 Curl.
it. And nothing. Sits right there.
Pretty tough to get the nose.
Yeah, I can't get to. I can, but it's that's too risky. I think he's got to rip
I don't
it.
think it's worth it.
Pick it. Is keeping the shooter in it, does it matter?
No.
I don't think it helps us.
The only way it would help is if we're coming off it, but I think we'd be playing this before that.
Yeah, I think we got to just peel it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you could end up rolling here, and
Yeah, well, I don't like that then. I don't want to roll.
I don't
very
think it
much.
helps us.
The only other shot would be like the slash.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
Well, you could run the guard. Yeah.
I'm saying the only other shot would be like that.
Yeah.
Slash what?
The yellows, right?
Oh no.
I mean,
That's risky, right?
I don't like
if you do that, you don't keep it there. He's probably here.
The only
around the corner.
You could run the red in, but that's the only thing I like.
Well, this is a double guard.
Just
I
pick
think
it
you
out of
just
there.
rip it.
Yeah.
Okay, just rip it, boys.
Should curl here just a hair?
We got some work to do still.
Yeah, I might a little.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean. Clean.
Clean.
Clean.
Clean.
Yep. Clean.
Clean.
A little.
You know, there's a good point, huh? They,
nice.
Yeah. Not worth playing something
as
finicky.
the discussion was, well, yeah, we can hang
Look at
around
that.
and
Just straight draw here.
load it up
Yeah.
in there, but
They're both in play.
we don't have the last rock. If we leave it there, he may
turn
use
is
it, so
he?
let's just peel it.
Yes, yes.
I don't
And,
care.
It's the awareness.
This one looks
Hey,
tough.
right,
Three.
and for Colton to hit and stay,
What's
he
the
would come
best
very
spot?
close to either the guard or a
He's the
jam at
best
the
spot.
back.
Well, only if I over curl the hair, but
Yeah, you got to over curl to the nose.
I have to get it almost across nose. Okay, somewhere in there. Brad threw his 13.5 out here earlier.
Yeah, I like
Is that the weight we're looking for?
I like that, Mark.
Yeah, I like that.
13.75 kind of thing.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Hard.
No, no,
Hard
no.
line.
Line's fine.
Clean.
Weight's
Clean.
good.
Yep.
Back
Line.
forward.
Line.
Back forward.
Yep. Line.
Come on.
Hard line.
T-line. Back forward.
We can freeze it.
Weight's good. Weight's good for the freeze.
Free up. Yep. Yes. Then hard.
Hurt.
Hard. Hard. Has to curl a bit.
Go, 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 go.
All the way back they go,
Good
and
shot.
just shy
Come on.
of gluing it to the face.
Really nice, Mark.
Yeah.
Haven't done much else.
No.
Yeah, just through. Back line just through. I think that's somewhere in there. Oh, it's close, Kev.
Yep.
Well, last season was quite the year for Mike McEwen as he, you know, it was just odd to see this Bison now playing for the Wheat Province, but they won the Saskatchewan Tankard. Look at their record, and it's those points that got them the 3rd overall ranking and their ticket to next year's project.
It's the green and white on their jackets, Vic. That's the secret. Go Riders.
Oh, brother. The neighboring blue bomber out here.
Kind of a tap freeze, I guess. I thought they were going to play a freeze, but that's a really good idea. If you could eliminate their own red, then the yellow Jacobs rock can be removed later.
Easy hack.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa. Easy hack.
Clean. Clean. Clean.
Easy hack.
Clean.
Yep. Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
No, 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 no. I good shot. Nice.
That's pretty good.
Now we can
Shot.
You can do it. Yep.
Good call, Kev.
Always get rid of it. So.
Okay, so
Brad Jacobs takes over a Brendan Botcher team that won several events, their record, and those points, 2nd overall, and again, that ticket to the Montana's Brier in Kelowna, and also they were the bronze medalists at the Brier.
try to tap with a foot.
Yeah.
Keep that yellow in there for 3rd shot.
Okay,
make it good.
2 yellow, so that's what's facing Mr. McDonald.
Yeah, that red one, though, at the top already outcounts the one at the back.
Oh.
Opportunity for 2.
Okay.
Brad was trying to play the hit and roll underneath on his final and just got it on the nose. And so open for Jordan.
And
Girl,
Deuce
lead.
would put him back in front.
Girl.
Uh-oh, missed opportunity. Oh no, it'll settle for him. So they'll go to the break. 6-5 McDonald. And meanwhile,
Wow.
another miss from Brad Jacobs.
Exactly the weight he wanted, so I don't know why that overcurled that much. I hear what they say.
I could just throw the guard.
Yep. I don't think he can get rid of ours without killing him.
It's a rock curling every time.
Good try. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I like a
to
guard.
throw. I like to.
That makes sense.
Yeah. We're on the center line.
I think we throw the out.
Yeah, we know it.
So kind
Just have to touch center and we're fine.
Yeah. Okay.
what kind of height?
He wrecked the last end with it too, but he looked light.
Right here.
Might be a bit of a cutter.
A little higher. Okay.
You want to hang a piece of line. Don't give him the hole.
No.
He gets the hole, you can make it for 2, so. There's a little skeety straight here. That's Dan Stone, though.
Be able to work it at the end if you have good weight, right?
Mike was on the sheet before and he threw red stones. It was the choice of Jacobs to choose color. And often you would expect that you might take red because you knew your opponent's already thrown. But Jacobs' team elected to throw yellow, and whether that means that they preferred them or they knew something about the red. But there obviously are some questions about some stones.
Probably the same as you threw here last time.
Yeah. Yeah. Just fill the port here, and Jacobs is going to have a tough one.
A little.
Okay, just clean early.
Yeah, just a clean. 2/3.
Hair hot.
2/3.
No, it's close.
Off. Weight's good. 2/3.
Really got to curl.
Okay,
go now. Curl now.
Closer to 3.
Curl.
One flash.
Come on.
You got to go.
Trying to help this over.
Keep going. Clean. Curl. Keep going. Keep going. Curl. Keep curling. Curl.
Wow.
Good sweep, Flash.
Wow.
Oh, boy. Good sweep.
Nice weight.
Ah, shoot.
Well, yes, you can. It took away the hit through the hole, but the draw's still there.
I threw that like not as much as sometimes I set them.
Yeah.
Not a gimme for sure, but the window between the yellow and red guards put you on the button.
What are we thinking out here, boys? Brad?
Are we thinking
13-8?
What's that?
13-8?
My concern is if
I agree.
Brad's first one is a slow cutter, be really easy to throw this a couple feet heavy and clip that yellow guard on the way by because it won't curl enough if he's back 8.
Brad Jacobs in his first 2 games, one against the college champion Horgan and then against Purcell, was in the 90s percentage, and right now throwing a 67% game. Brad Jacobs.
It's good. T-line back 4. Line's good. Yep. Easy. Back 4.
Got to find the hole here. Get off that guard, though. Got to get off the guard first.
Curl. Keep going. Curl.
Get off that guard. Oh, no, he will not. Will you spin in?
Good try, Cups. Good throw.
And it will be a steal of 1. So Brad Jacobs struggling on this Saturday night here in Calgary. And right now 6-2 is not a nail biter.
The 2024 PointsBet Invitational is brought to you in part by Home Hardware. Here's how. By Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue.
Yeah, time to have a little chat with Paul Webster, the coach of this Jacobs team from the Glencoe Club. They are struggling right now, in particular, Brad Jacobs got it.
Well, you can't not look at that 4-in-4, not only because it was great shot making by Mike McEwen, but 2 rubs by Brad Jacobs. We talk about should he have played the come around. Maybe that was a higher percentage shot, and then a question maybe about one of his rocks, but they have dug themselves a hole. And when you take a look at the numbers, the front end setups by Jacobs, so much better, but the back end where the scoring comes in, that's McEwen.
Yeah, McEwen is 100%. Jacobs at this point 60%. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. Yeah, should be feeling pretty good. They lead comfortably at the break here at the PointsBet Invitational. We are in Calgary for this PointsBet Invitational. Many of the teams will be chasing points. You'll hear it all season. It's about qualifying for the pre-trials and the Canadian curling trials that are happening in Nova Scotia. The pre-trials, October 21, 26 in Wolfville, and then the men's and women's Canadian curling trials to determine who will wear the maple leaf in Cortina, November 22 through 30. And the tickets for those events go on sale October the 3rd. Who knows, maybe we'll see this family there Oh, look at, Welcome back on this Saturday night. Down to the final 4.
Line's good.
And we pick up play here in the 6th. And Mike McEwen of the Nutana in Saskatoon leads it 6-2 over Brad Jacobs from the Glencoe Club here in Calgary. And once again, Jacobs has the hammer, has the last rock, playing the Yellowstone.
Curl it a bit. Yep.
Gonna try to stack 2 guards on the same side. There's 2 ways to play it, either equidistance, one on one side, one on the other, or do it that way. Want them lined up, and you want separation.
Close to 15. 15 feel. Think 15 feel.
Yeah. This is the part of the game I think that, the novice or club player has a difficulty accepting that when you're down, you have to ignore stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's still a bit heavy. I think it's okay.
And all these teams have been in these situations so many times with the 5 rock rule. Can't tick it down the middle. It gives the team behind many chances. It's just, can you make them?
Good. I like this. Try to make that just a hair.
Get on the line, pal.
Hair high.
With the in?
Yep.
There's potential triple, but probably more important, you want to save this rock. It's tough to do when you're throwing a 6-second hit.
Yep. Close. Hard.
Right to it.
Roll it your way, Mark. Okay, not bad. What a good throw.
High guard.
All right. Okay, throw mine.
Now McEwen's going to change gears and guard that up.
I'll try.
Bad luck, Brett. Good throw.
Just probably want to go give him this. Like just line it up right here.
About a half an inch to our left. He gets every one of those reds.
1.5 here.
Give me a little tighter ice.
I hope so, because
Guys.
Yep.
We could just peel that.
That was my first thought.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, throw the 2 then.
I'm getting a little ahead of myself.
He's gonna throw the straight one, but I don't know if it won't affect the peel.
Yeah,
it's gonna run through anyway.
Yeah. I thought they might guard it, Kathy. I guess 4 up. This is not the wrong call either.
Do you want to stay on the aggressive side? And I think for Mike, he's playing the scoreboard.
Yep.
Clean. Yep.
Good.
Good. Oh boy. Good.
Shot.
Back 12. I'm thinking here.
It's not uncommon, I guess, Kathy. I mean, there's Mike almost apologizing. He just was always thinking offense, and then, oh yeah, okay, maybe we'll go up and rip it.
Yeah. Neither's wrong. The scoreboard says that you peel the guards, but if you really wanted to force a team that is struggling right now, you could have guarded.
T-line. Yep.
But those Yellowstones in front are Brad Jacobs' friends, so I think peeling is the percentage call.
Whoa. Heavy. Whoa.
Can't speak.
Close.
Yep.
Back 4.
Whoa.
Back 8. Back 4.
Go around it.
Back 4.
I don't know.
No, we're on that. We're on that red. I know. It's
okay.
Good shot.
Okay. Good throw, Brett.
Yeah, I can just.
I mean, if you could somehow do this.
It's coming up empty with some good tries.
Because
we just get rid of it?
He's just going to tap and make a wall.
I think we just get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm trying not to kill this.
Yeah,
but
I can hit 2/3 for sure.
normal.
Yeah. I like that, Norm.
You could come down, tap it with like a hack weight, stay right there, but chances are you'll roll open. That gives Jacobs a hit and roll buried, double buried, so they just kill it.
Whoa!
Don't want to move their own red.
Whoa!
Get by that. Get by that.
Oh, good.
Touched it.
Nice. What do you like, Mark?
Well, we got to move the reds. It's either through the hole chap and roll, or a soft weight run back to stick it.
I like that soft waiter.
Okay.
I love that. Too many
Like
teams
normal
so
or here?
peel at these run backs.
It's probably 10.5.
4 down, you got to save the yellow
Give me your
rays.
out.
10. I'm okay with 10. Okay with that?
Yep.
The perfect shot would be to cross this just a bit hit the top red where Brad's standing to our left and rolled a yellow buried behind the corner guard. Soft weight gives Glanton Hebert a chance.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Whoa.
A little bit more to get up to the nose.
Clean. Yep. Whoa.
Like that. Wow.
Good shot.
And we'll release them. Still leaves McEwen shot rock. Second shot, though, is in the hole.
Yeah, that's the bad news. If it just, they'd swept that a tad more than this one's edge on edge, and Colton Flash might jam it on his own. Wide open here.
Just board or regular board?
Just board.
Yeah.
Fuck, is it weird in here?
Yeah, just a little flat here. Good, weight's good.
Yep.
Whoa,
Yep.
perfect.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa, okay, whoa.
Clean.
Clean.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Weight's good.
Yep. Whoa.
Coming through.
Whoa. Good.
Good.
Real nice. Flash.
Back four.
Really smart
Try to
for
roll
Colton
this
Flash to leave that red one accessible. Now he can throw any weight Mike wants to run that back.
Yeah, that looks tough, but
It is tough, eh?
we could throw like a back four and whatever weight you want to make that roll. Hack?
What about just behind the yellow?
Straight draw?
He's got that all day. 1 second.
Yeah.
Do you ever like this one, Mark?
Okay.
Do you like that?
Whatever you like, Brad.
I like that.
Whatever you like.
10.5.
It's kind of the only way you can get buried, because if you hit the red one, roll the button, there's that
Little
straight
more.
run back for McEwen, which he's not going to make a
Little
mistake
more,
on.
Brad.
And I mean, you made the point that that stone from Flash is in a great spot because it can be used for so many things.
Right.
Clean.
Weight's good, Mark.
There's really no hiding
good.
that red rock can't find.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. No.
Now, can you get the little flip behind the corner? Oh, yes, you can.
Oh, so good.
And look
Good
at that,
shot.
how quietly, and they'll move those stones, get rid of one, and it looks a lot better right now for Jacob.
You like that? Shot, Mark.
Thanks.
Rolled just a fraction too far.
Time there.
But McEwen's going to chase it, so it gives Jacobs a chance to bury one on his first.
Oh, you always have this hit on your second one. You always have this hit on your second one. I'm saying you make it come around, he makes a freeze, you can still hit it.
6'5", Jordan McDonald, number 13, surprising Brad Gushue, number 1. And it looks like he's got the pressure on Gushue again.
Well, he's shot for sure. It is very difficult to tell who is second, but that shot stone just thrown by Jordan. Corner freezing.
What a shot, Kat, because if that bounces off, he's in big trouble.
Big trouble because he could have set up the double, but he did not.
Back 8. Hold in. Whoa. Hold in. Back 8.
So he needs to draw the lid. 96% on his draw so far.
Back 8. Whoa.
Brad Gushue.
Brad's trying to move it, actually.
He is. He's trying to move it back a little bit and then roll to the middle. But he is, boy, EJ is doing everything he can to get that to curl.
Nice sweep, Jeff.
Very nice.
And they'll sit there for the single.
Brad Gushue is realizing that Jordan McDonald is a real deal.
Oh, for sure.
Pretty good here, eh? One of the better spots in the sheet.
McEwen just ripped that
Similar to what it's been, Cupsy.
yellow stone belonging to Jacobs.
Yeah. And if he's a little high, if he's top 8 and how it's buried, we can go right around him.
McEwen already thinking head.
Line's good. A little bit for line.
Lots of weight.
Lots of weight.
Looks like plenty of weight here. If it is heavy, it might have time to over curl.
Yeah. Back 4.
Whoa.
You're curling it, Kev. You're curling it. Curl.
This side. Yeah, you can easily hack that.
Just heavy, just plain heavy. It's buried if he's 3 feet lighter.
Just baby hack.
Sure.
Can't buy one.
Baby hack. Hack?
Yeah.
Easy hack.
Clean.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Yep.
Weight's good. Easy hack.
Yep. Whoa.
Final stone, Mike McEwen.
Whoa. Curl.
Flash.
Easy hack.
Curl.
Coming through, they do.
Good.
And very nice.
Nice, Mike.
Just on fire, Michael. You can just tell by the release. You can tell by the tone of the brushing calls. He's close on everything out of his hand.
So they've played 3 events, McEwen. They went to Scotland for something called the Euro Super Series. They went 1 and 3 there. Came home. They won the Saville Shootout. They went 7-1. That's in Edmonton. Then they went to Okotoks, undefeated, 6 straight wins, and they beat John Schuster in the final there.
Right.
So off to a great start. The runner-up in last year's Brier, to Brad Gushue. Jacobs.
A little heavy.
Yep.
Hard, Benny.
Hard.
Trying to hold up this curl now. Just
Gotta
hold
go.
it up. Got to come through that hole.
Gotta go. Good.
Straight up.
Clean.
All right, looks good now. Very nice. Good throw, and that will be a single for Jacobs here in 6. Still down by 3. Well earned. 5-4, they lead it at the break.
Whoa. Other way. Whoa. Yep.
What do you got? Oh, now will it spill? Will it spill? Go.
That puts her right back in.
I'll grab you in the hand so I can. Wait close.
9-6. Holman.
Good game. Congrats.
And congratulations to Rachel Holman and the team from the Ottawa Curling Club. They were the winners a year ago. And interesting, Carrie Anderson, she was a big upset going out in the first round to the Canadian junior champion, Allie McNutt. And so the only 2 teams left standing, Holman at number 1, Kayla Skurlik from here in Calgary. They will play for the big money here at the Winsport Event Center, Canada Olympic Park. As we welcome you back on this Saturday night. That women's final will come your way at noon Eastern time.
Gotta get that flash. Good angle for him. 3/4, Kev. Yeah. 3/4 is perfect.
Trying to get the one in the rings on the way by.
Hard. Whoa.
Well, you just kicked it like an absolute mad.
Hey, okay. Yeah, I just said it. It's fine.
Fine. You have a few rips at it. Right.
2.
Yeah.
Probably a 3.
Guard?
Yeah, straight center guard, yep. And you heard Flash say we're going to get a few rips at it, so knowing that Glenn's going to put this in the middle at least twice, and they're going to play an out-turn peel and try to get that one in the rings that Jacobs has got top 12.
High, Brad.
Nothing else Jacobs can do, really.
Need a touch center, that's all.
Curl, Mark.
Need a touch center.
Come on, Mark.
Hard.
Gotta go, guys.
Little more. Keep her going. Keep her going. Keep her going. Little more. Little more. Little more. Okay, good.
Maybe a little longer than they wanted. They were looking for a 3, which would have been closer to the rings.
Yeah, Mike could change gears and chip out that buried yellow one because this is so long, but they're going to try to get the corner one on the way by again. Makes a big difference because Mike, he would dearly love to blank this end. 3 up with hammer playing the even 8th end.
Yep. Whoa.
Yep. Kevin Marsh.
Yep. No. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hard. Whoa.
Gonna hit the other one.
Come on.
No.
Oh,
sorry.
Wow.
I knew it was so
That was
close.
pretty high one. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I had it. It's a good thing you didn't touch it.
What's that?
It's a good thing you didn't touch it because you would have just whiskered it closer. So close. I actually thought I thought I hit it in the right spot. Actually, you're a millimeter away.
Line's good.
Was it plenty?
I don't want.
Line's good.
Too much weight.
Okay.
Let this thing stop. I want it to pick.
Line's great. Just
Weight's
just
not
leave
good.
it. Sit.
Well, I guess tighter could go the inside
Yeah,
at
that's
least
okay.
a bit. Oh.
Good.
Okay. I have to go back in there.
All by itself.
A third. Oh, it's less than that.
Yeah, it's a little less, but that's okay.
Like it's here.
Yeah.
I'm not too concerned.
Yeah,
with
I'm going
making
for a
it.
third. If I hit it, great. Okay, Vosh.
Slight concern that the yellow hits the second yellow so thick it rolls towards the red one, but you got to take that chance.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
Whoa. Flushing it. Okay. That's fine.
And just replaced it as he jammed it over there.
Three.
Yep. Same's close. Good market. Yeah. That's a little better.
Line's good.
I got a little less.
I got a little less.
Think you're okay. Easy.
Hard
for
line
one.
a bit.
Okay, just 3.
Clean.
Just me.
Clean.
3.
Clean.
Right on that logo.
Curl.
Go
Curl.
past the logo. Past the logo.
Whoa. You're good. You're good. Good.
Come on.
Good boy, Mark.
Good luck, guys. What's the plan here?
Yeah.
It's the exact same as where I hit it, actually.
Same idea?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yep. Hard.
Got to go on this one, Kev. Got to back it up.
Hard.
Come on.
Hard.
Come on.
And we'll drive it by again. Is this the kind of game that you'd expect? I mean, I think
Sorry, Mike. We just couldn't get it
even
right.
despite the fact he's 6'3" up, that McEwen would maybe be a little bit more offensive, or is he playing this game defensively just because what's being presented?
Yeah, this is scoreboard related for sure. Now, there was a chance that they could have come around and tapped it out and sat a couple, but you got to skip this current 100%. You want to leave him a shot, and that's what they've done here. It's that simple, really. Jacobs, I think he's going to tap this around and create a pocket.
Two. Okay, line's good. A little high.
I got line's good.
No, I got high.
3. Line's good.
Oh, they're still
Line's
guarding.
good.
Sorry. I thought they're going to tap it with that ice.
Line's good. Yep. 2. Has to curl a little. Go,
Has to
go,
curl
go,
a bit.
go.
Go ahead, Brett.
Go, go, go.
Hard, Brett. More.
Hard. Keep going.
More.
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Now you might see a change of gears.
You might even be able to, like, we could make it with, like, good hack if you could ever just tickle it. I think it's a good hack shot.
Brad's made just about nothing in this game, but he's been so close, Kathy. You know, the foot more speed there, that's perfect.
And that's happened in a couple of other ends too. Just that little feel off.
Wonder if he switched rocks at all.
Really high guard,
right? Yeah, hack. Yeah, I like the ice. Even if we just make it where he's got to double them.
Yep.
You're trying to get to the nose, though, right?
Yeah, pretty close.
Okay. That guard is so high. Yeah, we can definitely.
Probably hack plus a bit.
Yeah, you're gonna need solid hack, I think.
You could also hit this thin and roll way over, and there might not be a double.
In a 6-6 tie, Jordan McDonald with the hammer, and is he sitting on the one on the lid?
He is. It's been a case of the heavy, starting with Mark Nichols. Everybody coming back of the tee line. Somebody would try to sit on. Nobody could get in front until Jordan McDonald did on his first. He is shot. Brad Gushue tried to sit on top to just force the one, but he again was a little bit heavy and rolled off. So for Jordan, needs to get right to the face of his own stone to score 2.
What a wonderful shot. McEwen just feathered the guard and then taps out the Jacobs stone. Here we go. McDonald, here we go. Can he get the inside roll? Oh, no, I don't think so. One for sure.
I think that yellow at the back out counts the red. Just one, they say.
Everybody, Brad missed both his wide and a little heavy. It's just like,
it's
earlier
like lightning
today.
in that path.
Yeah, hair straighter as the game goes along. That's a big miss there. 2 there would be huge.
Yeah, I think so. Little
Colton Flash, wouldn't you love to rent this guy out to be your brusher? How he got that by, I'll never know.
And then they just tapped it through.
Yeah.
To sit 2.
Jacobs in big trouble now.
Maybe max weight.
I got good
Clean.
weight.
Clean.
Yep. Well.
Final stone for Jacobs. McEwen with the hammer. Look at him crush. Down on it. Oh, a little touch on the way by, but got the shot rock.
They had to play it that tight. If it gets by, it's buried.
Good throw, Brad. Oh, sorry, buddy.
Jeez.
Yeah. Good toss. See that great.
Look how thin this ticked. It almost didn't move the red one. Gets by, it's buried.
Amazing. It's just amazing how I feel like what he did here kind of worked out.
Oh, some days it's like that. I don't know. Yeah.
Can you feel for what Brad's feeling?
Oh boy, can you ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's happened to everybody.
It's good.
You didn't expect it to end up this way.
No.
And as Russ said, he's not been off by a lot. Just that little bit, and that last rock was a great example of how close he is to perfect, but not.
Shot. Go, Mike.
And perfect is Mike McEwen. Still throwing 100%. Adds 2 more. 8-3, he leads. Getting down to the final 2. The 2 that will play for the $24,000 goes to the winner of the final and a $50,000 paycheck. 3rd edition of the PointsBet Invitational, Winsport Event Center here in Calgary. Welcome back on this Saturday night. Mike McEwen leads it 8-3 over Brad Jacobs in a battle of number 2 against the number 3 seed. And it is Jacobs that does have last rock as the hammer, playing the yellow stones.
Another one here. Yeah, top 12, yeah.
I think again, second rock is that same like 14-7 feel. I think mine was running for a long time.
Yeah, I know, it's nice.
Yeah. He threw it really positive. I got a good push.
Just guard it up.
Oh, on the line.
Okay,
we're a little hot.
Oh. Top 8. Top 8.
No, weight's okay.
Top 8.
Weight's okay. No, weight's okay.
Curl.
Weight's good.
You gotta curl it.
Just top 12.
Okay. Well then.
Top 12's good.
Top 12.
Easy. Curl. Good. Little spacing. Good. Feel good.
Good, Kev.
But
T-line.
Speed looks similar.
Speed good, Ben?
Yeah, I think so.
Whoa, heavy.
Weight's good.
Thought it was heavy.
Clean. T-line. Clean.
Too much.
Room. You got
Weight's
room.
good.
You got room. You can
Back
be
to
T.
work.
You can wait.
Back T.
No, it's still. It's
Curl
T-line.
then.
Top
Right
4.
here.
Curl.
Right
Top
here.
4.
Curl.
Curl. Finish it. Finish it, Ben. Yep, finish it. A little more. Good. You're lost.
Nice, Brett.
Good enough. It forces Mike to take the guard off. You can only get one at a time, too.
No.
All right, that was a yeah over there.
straight there.
Backed up a little. Good shot. This has just been the release again, where I'm just pushing my back just a quarter off.
Okay.
Nah, go high. Go high for now.
One more high.
2. Yeah.
Brad Jacobs cannot wait too much longer here. We're down to 4 rocks. You know what he's trying to do. He's going to protect that buried one.
Pretty high.
Keep it straight.
Pretty high.
That's fine.
Yeah, weight's good.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Gonna have to
Gotta
make
stop,
a move in
stop,
those reds,
stop.
obviously.
Shot, Brad. Good. Stop, City.
Yeah, you didn't see much there?
Nope.
What is the point,
Like that?
Kathy?
How much do you
I
got
mean,
that?
what's the point? You decide enough with the corners that you have to move those reds.
He's gonna go around.
Well, it's usually around now, and it really comes down to if we start to move stones in the house, are we likely to get a jam? But you need enough rocks in play to create that.
Clean it.
So then if it's not going to be removing those red stones, I'm assuming, Russ, you just want to move them, push them back a little bit.
Well, yes, that's ideal too. But at some point, you've got to remove the 2 in the middle, which requires moving the top one. You have to get rid of all 3 of those to get that yellow one to count.
You got a mark.
You could hit and roll off the top reds, but
That's fine.
okay.
Back 8, back 12.
Right around everything now.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's get her back there.
The concept there is, let's say Mark makes this like back 12 buried.
Okay.
I would think Mike's going to run that yellow guard in. If he misses it, then there's a potential triple to sit 3.
Clean. Line's
Pulling
good.
out all the stops here. I love going around like this,
Weight's
but it's
close.
just getting
Line's
late.
good. Back 8. Room. You got room
Back
right
12.
now. We need curl. No, line's close.
Needs to stop for speed.
Weight's fine.
Straight.
Clean, straight. Curl, man.
Oh, very, very nice shot.
Nice shot, Mark.
Very nice.
How about
You can attest to
Very
it,
good
Kath.
shot, Mark.
That's a tough
It's
stone.
really difficult.
You're kind of trained to throw T-line weights, and you throw that little extra, you throw it through, you look pretty bad.
That's a shot, boys. Yeah.
Okay, just half.
Yeah.
You can see a piece of this, so instead of running the yellow back, yellow could be dangerous to run back. You might take out a red.
Yeah, if we run nice.
So they're just going to go around, as they say, chase this around the guard and tap it out.
Colton Flash.
Just through.
The soft weight, he happens to wreck. He puts a 4th red one in the rings.
Just through.
Curl.
Easy hack.
Clean. Curl. Clean. Straight. Yeah. Straight. Hard.
Hard.
Kevin Marsh on the brush,
Good shot,
pushes it through and rolls to the lid.
Sweep, Kev.
Colton Flash has made some really tough finesse shots in this game.
Gotta be.
Now.
That's to your point you made earlier, that how he's become a much more rounded player.
Yeah, I when he played with Kevin and they did so well at the Briar, when he missed, it was always the wrong way. It was a little heavy in a rollout, or make that nice come around, but he'd be back 4, back 8. I don't see that anymore.
Oh, curl. Curl.
Needs to get at least 2 here.
Keep her going. Curl.
Mark Kennedy
Hard, Brad.
rattles
Hard.
and will roll 2 to the wings.
Shot.
Not awful.
No.
Good sweep,
And
guys.
suddenly the
Good sweep.
shot stone is just the one
Sorry, Brad.
belonging to McEwen.
Both out counting it.
What's the call here?
We're first, third, fourth. Yeah, I know. I still think you gotta hit the top one.
You still just hit that, and then this is at least open. I mean, he's got to go over here or something.
Yeah, 'cause he could actually make this, right? So
You just gotta peel that, guys.
let's do it. Well,
Or no.
yeah.
Or do you want to?
Yeah, no, absolutely. He's got to roll this way.
Sticker. Is it good? No, because we're leaving a guard for sticking around.
Yeah.
I think you just rip it. Can you nut it on that one and get second if you played it thin, like?
Huh?
Okay, that's pretty thin. I was wondering if you could just hit it onto that one and get second.
Well,
top.
I wonder about ripping it.
I was thinking like this. Sit 1-2.
Oh. Yeah, that's worth a
So
try.
like control.
Well,
normal?
no, it's just hitting the right spot.
Sure. Yeah.
Could
So
be.
he tries to 2
It's
off
the
or-
right call, because if you leave that there and you do something else and don't make the draw properly, there's that onto there, and with the weight Jacobs can throw, he'll roll in here somewhere, and it could be dangerous.
Looks like a thick quarter.
Scoreboard says hit it, and Kathy, you could probably, if you want to get cute, just those maybe normal weight, get rid of it, roll towards those 2 I just drew, and take away that double. You can't roll the other way anyways.
No, for sure.
Depends on where they want to leave this. I think Brad Jacob just waited a rock or two too long to do this. He's got to clean up all 3 of those red and possibly this one.
It's good. Yeah. North. Good.
Close.
Whoa. Yep.
Skipstone.
Hard, real hard.
Mike
real
McEwen.
Hard.
Flash on the brush.
Hard.
Gonna catch it.
That's good
No.
too.
He'll leave his shooter top, though, guarding
Pick.
3/4
I like
of
how I
the
threw
shot
that.
stone.
That really moved.
I do a pick.
Maybe it did a little.
Okay. Yeah, I must have picked Mike.
I think that picked.
Oh yeah.
I liked how I threw it.
Yeah.
I think that picked.
Doesn't look easy. But it's definitely.
Timeout. Timeout. We'll call it timeout. Oh, you earned this one. Timeout. Your lead got fucking murdered, but you and Mike played
I
awesome.
think they can play the other double too.
Yeah.
Roll there.
Hit and roll
You
there.
make that double.
Facing
You don't
a
even need
couple,
to.
it looks like some biters around the edge, Gushue.
Well, very effective force by Jordan McDonald. Made a really nice hit and roll under a guard, even though that's the one at the top of the house. Brad Gushue couldn't see it and was trying to bury, but wound up with the case of the heavies again, back 12. And Jordan came down, tapped it out, and kept his shooter in. So this is the force. He only needs full 12-foot,
Keep a brush down, please.
but he sure didn't want to end this end with only 1 point.
14-6. That's better.
Yeah, Jordan made a nice tap back on his last one there. It was buried.
So Gushue does here in 8. Get the single, tied at 7.
I thought Brad Jacobs would hit that top rock at 230, make the double, hopefully roll underneath, and then Mike's got to play the run back if he ever missed it.
Your light.
Line's good.
He's trying to get one in there somewhere, because that double is still there.
Yep.
Hard for
Line's good,
everything.
yep. Come on. Yes, Brett. Hard.
Top 12. Keep going then. Keep going. Try to get third. No, you're gone.
That, if he hasn't changed rocks, that's a horribly slow rock, because
I never thought I missed that shot by that much.
they identified that earlier.
I don't know.
Remember when we were first starting the game, Kathy, you said
Freeze the back.
that these red rocks were the same that McEwen had
Yes.
played with before, and you were surprised that, in fact, they didn't take them away.
That Jacobs didn't take them, but Paul Webster's in the background. He's their coach in charting stones, and for whatever reason, they felt the yellow stones were better.
Line shot, that's all.
Oh, yeah. I got 15 on Brad, so.
Remember the freeze?
There's something with that rock.
The freeze down at the far end, Jacobs threw. He had the perfect weight, and it overcurled by 24 inches.
Yeah, it's 14 and a half. The same as it's been. He's just light.
Okay. Yes. Agreed.
McEwen in his last.
Clean early. Clean.
D-line.
Clean. Clean.
Coming through.
Clean.
Golden flash.
Got a curl.
Top four T.
Okay, curl then.
Now trying to.
Are we by? Back button.
Yeah, we're by.
They say knife it over.
Okay, yeah, hard.
Got to get it off there. They did.
No. Just let it stop. Let it stop.
How nice. Wow. Goodness gracious.
It's not there. Doesn't change anything.
Still perfect.
It might dead jam though now.
Not necessarily very happy with the result, but he is still perfect.
On the line a little. Well, I just had to plow.
Right there.
This one that was just throwing that perfect shot for Mike will kick out that way, and that's for 2.
All right, throw a good one here.
Yeah. Can you show me, Mark?
I'm thinking really close to half.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably a thicker than
Like
half.
here?
Yeah, I do.
Well, this has always been his strength. Brad Jacobs.
Oh, yeah.
Final stone.
Whoa.
Right now it is McEwen sitting 2. He leads by 5. This is a must-have here. Needs a couple. And going to forget it already. And it will be 2 more. And that'll be it. And Mike McEwen is going on to the final of this year's PointsBet Invitational. So number 4 takes out number 2. Make the final 10-3 as McEwen advances. And Brad Jacobs and the team from the Glencoe is eliminated. So McEwen last year eliminated in the final 4, now goes on to the final for the very first time. He's on a roll. Mike McEwen, runner-up at the Brier a year ago, and I mean, you think what he's already done this year with a couple of wins in Edmonton and Okotoks, and really dominant, throws 100%, and Brad Jacobs just 58%. So that's probably the biggest story, an off game for Brad Jacobs. The game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue. So just one game remains, and we slide on over to sheet C, featuring Brad Gushue, the number 1 seed,
Well, you can hit it
reigning
again
Canadian champion, against Jordan McDonald, seeded number 13, the under-25 next generation champion out of the Assiniboine in Winnipeg.
Where do we want to see?
Go on the advantage. I like your first, like you're called to tap the 8 and roll behind. I think that's.
What, here? Just freeze it?
Like, or just tap it and roll behind. Like your first call there.
Ooh. Yeah. What do you guys think? You don't want to leave a stagger, though, that he might draw around it. Like, right?
Well, I like the draw.
Yeah.
Or I like the freeze, just on the inside of ours.
I think if we freeze on the inside, he's just ripping it to try to get.
Yeah, but that's jamming.
Well, it might get
if we hit this, he's got to hit and roll. And like if he hits and roll out, then we can lie too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm sort of seeing. Like we're second shot right now.
Okay.
I like to.
Okay.
You like this?
I don't mind that.
Sure. This side's just a little dicey, a little slow. But.
Yeah.
Okay.
Problem for Brad Gushue right now is that he can obviously tap
if anything, you're leaving it
yellow
on the button on this
and
side.
sit one
Yeah, I think you want to get it just past the red because he's going to whip it and try and get them all.
Yeah.
But if we get a half a rock past the red, he can't do it.
Okay.
Okay?
You just want to set up a yellow double, so.
Yeah.
This makes a lot of sense because you can get one, sneak one in there in the yellow for Gushue's in such a great spot.
Tied at 7, and it is McDonald that does have the last rock playing the Redstone. Interesting, Jeff Walker saying that this side may be just a little slower at the moment.
Back 4.
Oh, it's running good right now. T-line.
Well, the last 2 ends, all play has been on the other half, going both ways, so he's not wrong.
All you guys.
Line's
good.
T back 4.
Does not need to curl.
Back 4.
Let it stop. Let it stop. Let it stop.
No.
Sit, Rock. Okay, good shot, Mark.
Right to the pin.
Boy. Just a hair farther, there's a yellow-red double.
Find out.
Yeah.
Never that.
Good
Yeah,
throw.
It's like a back 4. Yeah, back 4. Okay. Try and get to nose. Okay, I'll just throw you a draw.
It's a dangerous shot, Mark played, but he got it in a great spot. This is no gimme. Fully buried.
Where?
Dallas
Yeah,
Burgess,
lead. Back 8. Lead.
20-year-old, studies psychology
Back
at the University of Manitoba.
Curl. We're a little heavy. A little heavy hard.
4
Back
players
8.
attending UMann.
Hard.
Sneak it.
Hard.
Oh, they did.
Go. Hard. Great shot.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a wonderful effort.
Try and do the same thing.
Impressed with the sweeping judgment, too, from this young team, Kath.
No, they do a lot of things very well.
That's going to be tough, Mark.
I know.
I think we just got to get it back 12, see if we can get it out of the 8-foot to make this one count. Okay.
Wasn't a pile of rotation on that last one. See if Mark can duplicate that.
Clean. Back 12. Whoa. It's good. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Back 8. Whoa.
Close. Back 12.
Back curl. Close. Curl. Make sure you got enough here to move it. Go, EJ, on this one. Go.
All the way.
Get a pass stars. Go.
Really nice.
Oh, my God.
Good.
Shot.
We just moved it far enough.
Really good.
That was hard to do.
Pretty good.
Very good.
Thanks.
Nichols just has that ability when you really need him.
Curl.
Come up with a good one. 2 good shots by Mark.
Go.
All the way.
Get a pass stars. Go.
Really nice.
Oh, my God.
Good.
Shot.
Get more. Lead. Back line. Yep. Whoa. Back
A lot
line.
heavier.
Lead. Whoa. Curl. Lead. Curl. Hard. Hard. Really
Yeah, didn't flirt with the guard this time. And now what have they left him?
The double all day. They had to roll that farther, would have been better.
Hey?
Board.
Okay. Board?
Yep.
Sometimes in the heat of the moment, you try so hard to make the shot you call, but they could have audibled that over where the broom is or a little farther, and then there's no double. I don't think Brad
What do you want to
Gushue
see, Brad?
doesn't know if he's throwing enough weight to make the double, Kath.
No, I think he's playing the hit and roll under.
Roll in.
You say minimum?
No, I think plenty.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't mind a little less.
You don't want to move. That's probably why he's doing it, because if he made the double, now that I look at it, he might queue up a yellow double.
Skipstone in a 7-7 tie here in the 9th.
Hard.
Brad Gushue.
Yep. Whoa. Little hard. Whoa. Curl.
Jeff Walker
Curl.
trying to help this over and then roll it inside. And they've got it surrounded. Shot rock still belongs to McDonald.
Pretty good.
Shot.
Beautiful shot.
Are you surprised that he didn't play a more up weight and try to make the double?
Well, I think that was, if he makes the double, that yellow one's over a little bit farther, then there's a very easy double for McDonald.
Create an angle to go right onto the
Yeah, that's.
Nice shot.
Good.
3 perfect shots in a row from the back end.
Isn't it? I guess not.
Not really. If he knows it. Because if he knows it, it's always going to put it right?
Yeah.
Like if you're low, right?
I'm good with that. Like
whatever you like.
I'm trying to hit this a hair high.
Yes.
What does the peel do?
If you roll off,
he's
he
just
peels.
picking it,
He's
right?
making like he's nosing. He's going to do this.
Yeah.
And you might have a shot.
He might.
Then I just make a double.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe a triple.
You could call a time here, guys.
Yeah, I don't hate a time.
Great to be young, eh?
Now the challenge is that their coach Willie Lyburn had to go home for work.
Yeah,
so they have access to a Curling Canada coach, Daryl Nowland, but he just doesn't know them. That's the problem.
And he is now the coach for teams in that next generation program. We've known Darryl from his coaching down in the Maritimes.
You tap, you
It's
sit
just-
right on the nose of it.
Yeah.
And you try to put it at the tee line. He probably taps the 4.
Yeah, probably. Like we're trying to get a hair high on it and push it to the top of the button. And then I guess if he taps a 4, then it's a tough.
And you rolled out this.
Because like if you could line up a shot for 2 or 3.
Yeah. I think it.
You still have that red, eh?
I know.
Just in case.
I'm thinking it's almost the peel. I think that's the best chance. Like we can give him 1 pretty easily.
Yeah, you can.
We are
You still
shot.
might have a chance for 2.
Yeah.
If your goal is to make sure you don't mind giving up 1,
Yeah.
then peel's the shot.
Yeah, I just think whatever we play here, like
I like to peel. Yeah.
it's got to be precise.
For sure.
I like to peel.
I like.
What does he do? You think?
Okay.
He's hitting this
He's hitting
and
that
trying
one,
to
and then
roll
you
it
may
into
have
a
a
spot.
a couple.
He's probably
He could set a double up as well, right?
yeah. Like I guess if he hits this, he's not second, right? Or he's only
Yeah, I
second
mean he
two,
might
and then
roll,
I
he
just
might
rip
roll it
this
to here.
and-
Yeah.
Okay, I like this.
All right. Okay.
This way.
Yeah.
Brad Gushue could have put that in a better spot because if it was a little higher, then you could come down here, Jordan, with a rocket off the yellow, off the red, and kill everything. So they're going to peel the guard because being shot rock already, Brad has to make a play on it. Or does he just guard it and give him a tough draw for 2?
Smooth.
Yeah.
Nice call. Now Brad plays the tap. It might jam at the back. Jordan might have a double, triple of some kind.
Wait. Yep.
Jordan McDonald and his first
shot.
3-time Manitoba junior champion.
How far do you want to move it?
If you played the right-hand one, run the yellow or the red
Anything we gotta
could
be
jam.
careful of, Mark, is if we hit it right on the nose, he can hit it high and maybe make the triple. Like I think we got to hit it just a hair high. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if anything, you.
Just so we roll off an inch is all we need.
Okay.
So bump it enough to lie shot. Yep.
Okay.
Something like that. It's pretty cute, but it's the shot I was talking about is if Brad did this and it jams there, then there's a pretty easy double for a couple at least.
A little less.
It's kind of a double duty shot here. If
like that
Brad
also?
comes up light, I don't know how Jordan scores 2. Might be able to come off the red one with a bullet and go sideways.
Yeah, it should be better now. It's a couple feet slower now.
And if Brad taps it perfect, it's going to be tough. I don't think there is a 2.
Gushue in his last.
Top 4. Whoa.
Here in 9.
Clean. Yep.
Shot rock
That's good.
right
T-line,
now is
top 4.
McDonald.
Whoa. It's okay. T-line.
Curl.
Knife it.
Walker.
Line's good. Yep.
Help it over.
Straight.
Now
Hard.
straightening it out.
Back button.
Hard.
Back button. Whoa.
Now can he move that yellow up to be shot rock? Oh, yes, you can.
Nice shot.
Shot.
Tell you what, the
That's
last
really good.
4 shots that Brad and Mark played were just
One of us is getting
outstanding.
one anyway. Yeah. Throwing it away. That's the only downside.
Well, and so for Jordan, you heard him talk at the timeout. They don't care about giving 1, and so rather than risk anything, he'll just throw it away and say, take your 1, and I'll take hammer coming home.
A lot of teams would do the opposite, wouldn't they, Kathy? Because the stats say 1 up without, which will be Gushue, has a better chance of winning.
They'll nurse it through, and Gushue will get his single here in 9. And remember, if we go to 10, find what ends up all tied, we'll just go to a draw to the button. A spot in the final on the line as we welcome you back on this Saturday night to Win Sports Event Center. We already know that Mike McEwen will be in the final and play for the $50,000 total prize money. Gushue gets his steal of 1 as Jordan McDonald elects to take the hammer to 10. Down by 1, he has the last rock playing the Red Stones.
So Russ, thinking back to last end, we heard Brad Gushue say after Jordan was clearly going to throw it through that the downside of his shot was that Jordan could do that. Okay. What other things would you have done?
Yeah, Jordan could have just played the straight back hit and got a single. And
no, meaning Gushue. Like what else? Because remember Gushue said, well, the problem is if I make the raise, now he throws it away and he keeps hammer. But I'm thinking in Gushue's position, what else do you do to force your opponent?
Yeah, nothing really.
No.
The only way you could force him was to leave him shot rock. Then he might make a good one for 2.
For 2.
Yeah, no, yeah, Brad was handcuffed for sure.
There to me. Top 8, top 4.
Nice shot though.
Plenty of room. Room.
Mistake here by Team McDonald.
Needs a curl. Curl. Always Jeff. Always Jeff. Needs a curl.
Top
DJ Harnden.
T-line.
And Walker on the brush.
Whoa, Jeff.
Back 4.
Let it junk up. Shoot. Could have been short. AJ.
Just more than we thought.
Top bud.
Yeah.
Actually, full top
Just slips
4.
that little bit
Where else
too
you trying?
deep.
Yeah.
Now McDonald has a chance to get in on top.
Yeah, don't freeze it though. Like, get it. You'd love to be shot, but get it buried top 4. You go behind the tee line, you're in big trouble.
Line's good.
Good weight. Easy.
There by itself.
Hold then.
It's good weight. Good weight. Top 4. Weight's good.
You don't have line right now.
Line's fine.
Okay.
T, right, like
wide
on the back.
anything.
Not quite.
Whoa.
Not quite off. We're topping.
No.
Curl.
Elias Humanicki,
Curl. Okay,
20-year-old, studying agriculture at the University of Manitoba. Their lead is also at U of M, and Cameron Olofsson studies accounting. But they were telling us earlier in the event, Kathy, it's back to books now for them. They played a couple of events prior to school starting.
Line's okay.
And there's this one, and then basically their curling is in recess.
Well, and they'll stay on the Manitoba Curling Tour because there's a lot that is offered in Manitoba, but school is a big part of their life.
Curl. Go, Jeff. Go. Beauty.
Perfect. Nice. That was the problem for Team McDonald coming that deep.
That's a nice rebound for EJ. Struggled a little bit early.
In.
Hard in. Okay. 7/8.
And Jordan does need to blow this up. Really tough to score 1 right now. Never mind 2.
Yep.
Hard.
Whoa.
Shooter.
Watch out.
Oh, got away with one there, boy.
That's the second time this game he's been fortunate. He played a run back in about the 7th end and made connections and went off a side rock and picked out Brad Gushue, so you could see Brad's frustration, but it happens.
He didn't look excited, did he, Brad?
No.
That was hard to do.
It's good. Clean. Tack. Easy.
Whoa.
Mark Nichols.
Curl. Perfect weight. Curl. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Curl. Okay, good shot, Mark.
2.
Man, it's unreal.
T-line.
14-8.
Okay.
Need to lock this one.
Little light. Line. Hard line.
Where are we?
Close.
Dallas Burgess.
Line's good. Line's
Little
good.
down.
Hard then.
There you go.
Hard. You can't hurt for line. Hard. You gotta go.
Olofsson. Himanicki. And he'll crash on that guard.
Once you get into that 4-foot strip, you can't, I wouldn't call it slower, but you can't drag it quite as far.
What are you seeing?
I don't know.
Seeing draw?
You draw through that hole?
Yeah.
You draw through the hole, yeah. Yeah, I think that.
Like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't have a lot of time. Top, I'd probably just bite the 4.
Okay.
Speed's good still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had 15 on that.
When you heard the reference to the time, they're down to 2 minutes, and of course they've taken their timeout already.
Top 4. Yep. It's curling early, hard.
Yeah, both teams
Go.
have used their timeout, but
Okay, line's okay.
McDonald has another
Line's good.
minute.
Only,
He's
guys.
at 2:58.
Line's perfect. Right here. Line's good. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Keep going. Keep going.
Hard.
Go, 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 go,
Hard.
go,
Wow.
go, go, go. Go, 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 go.
Great shot. Wow, just hit 3.
That's how you win 6 Briars, eh? Like this. The last 4 that Mark's throwing, the last 2 Gushue threw at the far end were just perfect.
We need something to not go their way.
Yeah, seriously.
Double run, try to stick it
Hard.
here.
Whoa.
Burgess.
Whoa, whoa, curl. Curl, 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 curl.
Watch out now. And
my
right
God.
through. And that was not going their way.
No, that was very unfortunate. You couldn't try to do that
No.
without touching either.
Big trouble. Back to my point about giving up the control point in the 9th end, you wonder.
Come on. Not this time.
Still nice and keen, eh?
Yeah.
It's good speed. Little less.
Just going to pile one more in?
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Maybe even tap it a hair if they get the line right. Because the best result, I think, for Jordan is to hit that corner red in there.
Just shy of half. Felt like lots.
Oh, sorry,
Just
they're
shy of
guarding.
half.
They're guarding. Taking away
Not
the
too close
raise,
to the
sorry.
red, guys. Line's fine. Right there,
Line's
Mark.
okay. Tight
the
if
same ice
anything.
Mark had.
Just clean it.
Tight
Clean
if
it.
anything.
Just clean, not too tight to it.
Let it stop.
Just a little higher in your broom.
Let it stop.
Okay, good brush, guys.
That's a good spot.
Shot.
Sit. Real nice.
Yeah, it should. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
You don't think it's the middle, eh?
No, no, no.
I was thinking, if anything, the red maybe. You got
No, you got to hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little surprised
I
with
am
this
too.
one.
I know he's thinking he can blast them out. He might open up the draw path to make sure that he can get his one, but you're running yellow in.
Right, that's just it, Kath. So, that's the theory here, is to do something like that or that way, get either one of them and try to get both those rocks out of play. But your shooter's going to come down, and it's long gone. Brad Gushue's just going to loop another one in there. You could hit either red, the left one or the right one in there.
I think what he's done, he took out Matt Dunstone, number 4.
Yep.
He took out a
Hard.
4-time
Hard.
Brier
Hard.
champion in Kevin Cooey, and now he's got a 6-time Brier winner.
Shooter, shooter,
Going
shooter,
to
shooter.
the 10th, down by 1. What a week it's been for him.
I think we got to get out here.
okay. I think
I'm
this is.
going to aim for a biter.
Got nothing now.
Yeah, you have one shot.
Does he have this?
Barely there.
No. He only
Okay.
has maybe 2 inches. Maybe 2 inches of air.
Yeah, funny call. I think, in
What do you want,
fairness,
Brad, here?
if he made some noise in the 4-foot,
more?
it would maybe give him
No,
the
that should be
in-turn
fine.
draw, but
I don't know if it's ever gonna under
Actually, a
curl.
little more. It's not going to hurt.
I agree.
remember Jordan threw one out here. He missed a guard in the second end. Yes, second end. And it curled a foot out here, Kathy.
He got out even further was the
Okay,
ice that he was
okay.
given, and it just stayed out there.
Top 12. Top 8.
Whoa. Top 12. Whoa.
Top 8.
Whoa, let it work. Line's okay.
Top 8. Top
Whoa.
T-line.
Curl. Curl.
So that's hanging too.
Whoa.
Yep,
Top 8.
straight,
Curl.
straight,
Curl.
straight.
Top 8.
Whoa, whoa,
Curl.
shooter. Whoa,
Curl.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
That was Farther than we thought. We got one.
Piled another one in. Now can you do anything?
It was in. I think it would have got to a pretty good spot anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good judge, EJ.
Yeah.
Boy, it's hard to nut that and not roll out of the forefoot.
I like probably there.
Okay.
That should be close.
Okay. I like this.
Do you like that?
I do, yeah.
Hack.
It's technically there, but I'd be tempted to play the other turn. I'd come this way, which would be your in turn, and then when you hit the red one would then be spinning in the out turn fashion, so that you would get slight curl as it goes by here. Would help your odds a little bit. There is an angle to make this.
It's tough.
Could he have played this or tried this with his first?
Absolutely.
Too bad. We thought he would.
Here's your chance. You got to get there. Have to be sitting one.
Yep.
Force a draw to the button. Final stone. Jordan McDonald, giant killer throughout this PointsBet.
Hard.
One more time, trying to hold it up and run it back and stick it. Here we go. Got it. Got it. Rolls too far. He does.
What a great effort.
And McDonald will go out against the Brier champion, but he gave him a heck of a scare.
Good game, thank you.
Nice try.
Yeah. And that reaction says everything you need to know about this game. Make the final. Gushue wins it 9-7.
Jordan's getting a standing ovation as he goes down the ice. They have impressed a whole lot of people this week.
Remember the name, McDonald, particularly when it comes to the Manitoba playdowns out of the Assiniboine Memorial. And then just that far. And maybe to your point, the other turn may have hung around just a little bit.
Helped a little.
And is it? Is it? No. It'll spin too far. Boy, what a week. Took out the two-time runner-up Matt Dunstone, number 4, and then Kevin Cooey, number 5. And so now we have our final 2. Number 1, Gushue. Number 3, McEwen. And they will play for the big money here at this year's PointsBet in Calgary.
The 2024 PointsBet Invitational is brought to you in part by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Sponge Towels Paper Towel, nothing absorbs like it. And by Home Hardware, here's how.
Yeah. It was that kind of game for the reigning Canadian champion. Taken to the limit by Jordan McDonald, and now he'll face Mike McEwen for the big money tomorrow. Make a note, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Their 58th all-time meeting. But first, it is the women's final, and it'll be Rachel Homan, top seed, against Kayla Skurlik, number 10. Their 6th meeting, and Rachel Homan has won all 5 previous games against Kayla Skurlik. So now we're down to the final 2 on both sides, women's and men's brackets. So much money on the line. The winner tomorrow will pick up $24,000 for the win, for a grand total of $50,000. So till we talk with you again tomorrow, thanks for joining us here in Calgary. The PointsBet Invitational is on Canada's sports leader, TSN.